Welcome to Gamers Rise Up, the #1 gaming culture podcast on planet Earth. I am Michael Rock and Roll. I am joined by Michael Myers.
That's right, what's up?
AKA Sam Schild. Melisande will be joining us as soon as she gets here. How you been, dude?
I've been fucking so good. I've been watching a lot of Halloween movies to get in the zone.
Like the Halloween?
I've been watching, Halloween 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
And so basically, in the 80s, like 10 years after Halloween first came out, so what happened was there was Halloween 1 and 2, and then for Halloween 3, John Carpenter wanted it to be an anthology, so there was no Michael Myers Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, right? Everybody was pissed. Everybody hated that, even though Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is an amazing movie. But then they brought Michael Myers back in 1988 for Halloween 4, and that's the return of Michael Myers.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to fucking get in there here. So Halloween 4, 5, and 6 is known as the Thorn Trilogy. And that's because in Halloween 6, they go in depth with... about like the actual origin of. They try to basically make like a supernatural explanation for why Michael Myers does what he does.
Gotcha.
And I actually have a trailer here I want to pull up, just so the people can see. So this is a trailer, the theatrical trailer for Halloween 6. I'm gonna search it up here. Halloween 6 trailer. Watch this shit. As soon as I skip this fucking...
Do you know why we celebrate Halloween? A long, long time ago, it was a night of great power. When the days grew short,
Kid looks weird.
all across the land, huge bonfires
Paul Rudd?
were lit.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a marvelous celebration, and they dressed up in costumes, hoping to ward off the evil spirits, especially the boogeyman.
Donald Pleasance.
He's in the first one, isn't he?
He's in 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. And he died like shortly after this was made. Pretty cool.
Nice.
And something interesting about Halloween 6 is there was a... There was a producer's cut, which, like, you hear about director's cuts and, like, you know, whatever, but you never hear producer's cut.
Yeah.
And what was interesting was, like, 4, 5, and 6 was, like, the 80s attempt at the reboot, right? And... So Halloween 4 came out in 1988, Halloween 5 in 1989, and Halloween 6 came out in 1995, so it was 6 years after. It was kind of a part of this marketing campaign. One of the original titles was Halloween 666.
What was H2O?
H2O, so H2O was released in 1998, I believe, like 3 years after that, and that was the Jamie Lee Curtis, like, retconning, where they retconned everything except for Halloween, I believe, 1 and 2.
Okay.
And the funny thing, the reason I wanted to talk about these movies is people really hate them. Like, Halloween 6 literally has an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I honestly think that's not deserved. Like, these movies really fucking tried to, like... And I'm sure that it was hell for the people that were making them, and I know that they were just, like, trying to cash in. But if you look at the 2018 reboot, right... And I will say Halloween H2O was amazing. But if you look at the 2018 reboot, Jamie Lee Curtis is kind of famous for saying shit like, you know, the other sequels sucked ass, you know?
Really?
Yeah, she like shits on them all the time. But they put a lot of effort into these movies. And one thing that's kind of interesting, that wasn't Melisande, right?
No.
One thing that's kind of interesting is 2018 and 2018 the remake was like okay. There's like a couple new ideas in there, but really not that much. Right. Halloween Kills is an objectively bad movie. And the thing that's funny about both of those movies is they literally like rip off Halloween 4. Like in a similar way to how Star Wars Episode 7 was kind of like sort of like a fan service roller coaster deal. That was the same deal with 2018 and Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. But the thing that's funny is the premise of Halloween Kills, the mob thing, that's a ripoff from Halloween 4. All those ideas came from Halloween 4,
Gotcha.
5, and 6. And I understand that like why people don't like them. And when I was growing up, I kind of didn't like them either. But I just rewatched them this week, like for the purpose of research, and they're fucking tight ass movies, dude. Like Jamie Lloyd, who plays like the young kid, she plays Michael Myers' niece, and he's trying to kill her to like get the rest of the bloodline, right? But her performance is crazy. And interestingly, Rob Zombie cast her in his 2007 remake of Halloween.
I forgot he directed.
Yes, he directed. And Rob Zombie, I'm not a big fan. I liked House of a Thousand Corpses. Actually, I like The Devil's Rejects. House of a Thousand Corpses kind of sucks, but
A little silly.
Yeah.
If I recall.
Yeah. But he kind of just tried to do this brutality thing. He clearly loved the franchise and shit, and those movies are fun to watch. But he cast, I can't remember the actress's name, but the woman who plays Jamie Lloyd in 4 and 5, he cast her as Laurie's friend in Halloween 1 and 2. And it's kind of a cool like nod, to those movies. But yeah, I just think those, and the reason people really hate Halloween 6 is because Paul Stephen Rudd, it literally the opening credits introducing Paul Stephen Rudd, like that's how they introduce, it's like his like feature film debut basically, and he is the one in the end who defeats Michael Myers. So a lot of people hate that. And another thing people hate...
Why? Doesn't he get defeated in all of them at the end?
He gets killed in most of them, but people get pissed. The thing that's cool about Halloween 6 is Paul Rudd's character he's playing an adult version of Tommy Doyle. Okay. And I don't know if you are familiar, in the initial Halloween 1978, Tommy Doyle is like the redheaded kid who follows... Jamie Lee Curtis around. Right. So in Halloween 6, he plays this like paranoid, like he's like Michael Myers expert, right? And I think it's awesome. Like I just watched it again. I haven't seen the producer's cut in a really long time. I watched the theatrical version. The producer's cut you have to see. It's completely fucking wackadoodle and nuts. But another thing that I wanted to shout out is the score for Halloween 6. It's composed by the same dude who did the music for all the way from Halloween 2. And he does this kind of, I'll post some more shit of it on the page, but he does this like really cool like electric version of the theme, and he also implements like kind of like harsh noise elements into it. Like it's really, I just think people don't give the movies enough credit, because it's also kind of cool to like, it's cool for me to like revisit an older reboot, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
Halloween 4 is like our generation's Halloween 2018, you know what I mean? Like an attempt, and they do it like Halloween 4 was 10 years later, Halloween H2O was 20 years later, Halloween 2018 was 40 years later. You know, they keep fucking doing it.
Right.
I love H2O. Jamie Lee Curtis is cool, but honestly, Halloween 2018 was kind of stupid to me. There's like
the one that was written by comedy people.
Yeah, David Gordon Green. It's good, and he's clearly like a lover of the franchise. That's awesome. But it felt kind of like it felt like episode 7 to me, where it was just like, oh, look, that Easter egg. Like, there's a point in the initial Halloween 1978, Michael Myers is credited as the Shape, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So that's something that like fans recognize. And there's this dumbass moment in Halloween 2018 where Jamie Lee says, "I saw the Shape," and it's just like, bro, like I understand what they're trying to do, but it just came off to me as sort of like disingenuous. It's still good, and I'm sure I'll appreciate it again later. But another fucking thing, dude. A classic Michael Myers trope is him kicking down the stall doors in the bathroom until he like eventually. That's Halloween 6. They did that shit first, and it was referenced again in H2O, and it was referenced again in 2018. So it's just like people got to realize that 4, 5, and 6 they really, honestly created a lot of the Michael Myers mythos that we now like know and love, you know?
Gotcha. I think I've only seen the first one.
Only see 1978?
Yeah.
Halloween 2 is awesome. It's got Jamie Lee in it. And that's another thing I wanted to mention. Donald Pleasance, who plays Dr. Loomis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Acts his cock off, dude. In each fucking one he's in. So much dedication to the character. But Halloween 2 is cool. The only thing that people hate about that one is Jamie Lee's wig looks retarded or something. We'll bleep that out. But Halloween 2 is good. You should also check out Season of the Witch. There's no Michael Myers, but it's nuts. Like, what's his name? The director, not Wes Craven. What the fuck? Why am I blanking on his name?
I don't know who it would be.
The director. He does like electronic music and shit. He did all the synthesizer music for Halloween 3. It's really amazing. It's insane that I'm forgetting his name right now, but yeah, I just wanted to rant about that a little bit.
I watched the first one. I've definitely watched kill compilations on YouTube of most slasher films. I don't like go and see slasher films, but yeah, I'm guilty of like, whoa, I wonder what the kills are like.
Yeah, no, totally. I remember, dude, I used to fucking watch Sopranos whacking compilations before I had even seen the show, and then it was just like. But yeah, it's so funny. And then I remember when I started watching the full show, I was like, wow, this is so much better, like, in the context of the whole show. You know what I'm saying?
So much more artful than I had imagined. I'm like trying to remember like what slasher movies I had to go to with friends, and it was all like, I remember Freddy versus Jason was a big, let's all get in the van and go see this movie.
Oof, that shit was...
Yeah, I feel like that was back when they weren't taking them very seriously, so it was very campy and corny. And then they redoubled down on taking it very serious after a little while.
Yeah.
Like all the Jason stuff got super ridiculous.
Yeah, like Jason X, where he's in space. Yeah. Jason X has a really cool kill where he puts a girl's head in liquid nitrogen. I say that as if I'm talking about a piece of like classical art. It's a really beautiful moment. But yeah, no, I love Freddy vs. Jason. I don't know if you knew this, but in Jason Goes to Hell, at the very end, I believe it's Jason Goes to Hell, Freddy's claw comes up and grabs his mask and drags it down.
Oh, that's fun.
And that was crazy because Jason Goes to Hell was in like the 80s, late 80s, maybe early 90s. And then Freddy vs. Jason, that was like 2000 something, right? Like early millennium?
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah.
I was at least, like maybe like somewhere during like 2000 to 2003, I feel like it would have been.
I remember the like iconic line that got maybe rightfully so, that like kind of made that movie infamous, is when Freddy Krueger is about to kill a black woman and he says, "How sweet dark meat."
I got a big laugh from my for my high school racist high school friends back in the day. I specifically recall that.
Yeah. I love that shit. I mean, I agree that like it just became too kind of. What did you ever see The Final Nightmare? Wes Craven's A New Nightmare.
No, I've definitely watched parts of all those movies. I've never sat down, and I'm not like a big for some reason, I seek them out on YouTube,
Yeah.
and watch parts of them, or I'll watch like I'll watch Red Letter Media videos
Yeah.
about slasher stuff. But I don't know why, but I haven't like sat down to watch most of them, and I know that Nightmare on Elm Street's considered pretty good, like
Yeah.
as just a movie in general.
Oh yeah, it's that first one is amazing. I like those sequels. It's another thing. Like people shit on them, dude. But to find one horror fan who hasn't seen every fucking single one, like Halloween 3 Dream Warrior or Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors is crazy. There's like amazing like practical effects.
Yeah, it's a cool concept too. With the guy like jumping through your dreams.
There's actually a character in Dream Warriors who's like a comic book artist. So there's this, when he gets fucked up, there's like an amazing like 2D like art sequence.
Oh, that's cool.
There's also a funny scene in I think Freddy's Dead, which is like 4 or 5, where he has the Power Glove, the Nintendo Power Glove, and he uses it to, and he says, "Now I'm playing with power," and he like uses it to kill this deaf kid. It's just so. I think he uses it to kill the stoner, because like there's a stoner character, and he's looking in the TV. He's like, "Whoa, fire out, dude!" And then he's getting his ass kicked by 8-bit Freddy Krueger.
That is pretty fun. I can get behind that. I remember like there was like a string of like, I mean, there's always tons of horror movies, but I remember like in the era of what was it, the House of Wax. You remember that was like a big remake. There was
yeah. That was like early 2000s.
Yeah, there was. That's when they were like trying to do. And then what was the one that would what's her name? Paris Hilton was in. Was that House of Wax?
That I don't know.
I just remember.
I know what you're talking. That may have been House of Wax. I honestly don't think I saw the remake of House of Wax. I think I just saw the Vincent Price OG, which is fucking crazy. Have you seen that one with Vincent Price?
Not the original, no.
Holy shit! Like so. The whole thing, like the plot of House of Wax, right, is there's this guy who owns a wax museum who's played by Vincent Price, and basically this dude who like owns the building is like, we'd make a killing on insurance money if this place were to burn down. So he burns it down, and Vincent Price is wounded in the fire, but he is such an amazing wax sculptor that he can like make disguises and shit.
Okay.
But his character, like the wounded version, he wears like all black. It's like one of the most terrifying. I mean, I'm honestly getting chills thinking about it, but it's honestly like one of the most horrifying like movie villain bad guys.
That's cool.
It's like really, I would recommend you check it out.
Yeah.
Do you kind of have an aversion to horror in general, or
No, not necessarily. Like I've seen a lot of horror movies. Like I don't know. I usually go when another friend wants to go. I don't usually seek out horror, but I usually have friends who are really into it, and then I'll just go to the movies with them. Like what was the Hills Have Eyes was another one in that time that I had seen.
that got remade, right?
Yeah. They're all like that was all like like these. There was like a string of like 5 years where they were doing all the remakes of the old horror movies. I feel like I saw all of those. There was The
Mummy too.
Yeah, I saw them. I feel like that's more like adventure though. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's funny when you're saying this. It's like they remade a lot of like Universal.
Yeah.
Well, but I guess House of Wax was like a little earlier. But anyways, keep going.
Oh no, I mean I'm just saying like I wind up seeing a lot of horror movies, but I usually don't specifically seek them out. I seek out zombie movies. I've probably seen every zombie movie ever made.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true, but
what about like the old ones too? Like
like the original Romero Night of the Living Dead's actually really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God, I could talk about those. The one
I
Is
know
it-
his daughter. She's really cool.
You know her. You
Yeah.
know her. Like,
Yeah, she's a friend of. She's like a friend of a friend, and I think she's now making movies as well.
oh, cool.
But she was really cool, and my buddy helped do the Blu-ray cleanup of the original and stuff like that.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so I have a loose connection to. Hello, I'm Micah, creator of Extremely Live. If you're enjoying what you're watching, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend. Please, that would be amazing. Extremely Live is a podcast and a live stream that is value for value. If you're getting value out of what we're making, we ask that you send us some value in return by going to extremely.live/donate. We'll take anything. We appreciate everything. And with that, let's get back to the video.
You know what's funny about Dawn of the Dead, which is where they're in the mall?
Yeah.
They shot, you probably know this, but they shot that in a fully functioning mall, and they would just shoot at night
That's cool.
when it was closed. So they would have to, sometimes there'd be little blood stains they'd leave behind, but they shot at night, and during the day it was and that mall still exists.
That's cool.
And it's been remodeled a bunch of times. It may be dead. I guess the mall still existing was something I learned from James Rolfe in 2010, so it could be different, but there are still some pictures, cool stills side by sides of
that's cool.
you can tell little pieces of the original wall pattern, because the malls, they get remodeled and shit.
Right.
But I love Dawn of the Dead, and Return of the Living Dead, which is the one where they got the guy on the chain. They have the zombie captured and they're underground.
Yeah, God, I don't.
It might be Day of the Dead.
That could be. What was the last one? The last one I remember going to the theater to see was where they're in a tower. There's a utopia, not a utopia, but there's a strong man who runs this tower that's the safe place everybody goes, and then the infighting of the people who run the place versus the peasants of the tower. Basically.
And was this one of the older ones or one of the?
No, this is newer. I can't remember what it was, but it was cool. It was a cool concept of it was more about. Well, I mean, they're always about the humanity or whatever, but
Yeah.
it was just it was basically about the corruption of the government.
Yeah.
Winds up breaking down, and then the zombies get in and kill everybody.
Didn't
That
he?
was a good one though.
Didn't he do one that was about surveillance, and it was a digital found footage one?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I just remember my boy Alex Miller, LaCroix boy, on Instagram. I used to have sleepovers at his house fucking constantly, and I remember on his mom's iMac background, she's I think a zombie fan, and it had it was a wallpaper that was the poster art for. I'm quite sure he did one that kind of flopped. But it was supposed to be his new zombie take on the digital
Right.
age of found footage.
It does sound familiar, and it makes sense that he would try a found footage
Yeah.
that was popping off for a minute there. Everybody was doing some weird found footage
Yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah.
But
Talk about just a great fucking. I mean, I don't think any of his movies really miss. I've heard that one kind of fucked up, but I mean, what do you fucking expect? He's been doing it since and also that first one was Night of the Living Dead was one of the first movies at the time, I think, to have a black lead actor.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Which was a huge deal.
Yeah, and then the the themes of racism and stuff. Was it was again a big deal, like you're saying.
I'm gonna grab LaCroix super fast.
Sure. We're talking horror tonight, folks. It's Halloween. It's spooky time. We're going to, once Milisan gets here, we're going to talk our costumes. I'll explain what I am. Very excited for that. Man, I'm trying to think of horror games. Did you ever play Eternal Darkness on GameCube?
No, but is that the one with Like the cover is like a digitized bandaged face.
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, probably not.
I don't remember, but it did. A lot of games adopted a lot of their like tricks, but first of all, it was really good. It was like graphically really awesome looking back in the day. Like it was on a Nintendo system, which is rare. Like Nintendo's not known for ever being the cool system for like just visuals.
Yeah.
But I think they were a third party. I don't remember what company it was that made them. I don't think they're around anymore. But it was like an official like Nintendo license. Like it was like Nintendo released it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a big deal. But it was really, really cool. You're like you're a woman who your grandfather dies and you inherit his mansion basically, and you start going through his documents, and there's like this weird sort of insidious cult element, kind of like a H.P. Lovecraft kind of a feel.
It's called Eternal Dark?
Yeah, Eternal Darkness.
Okay.
And you start...
oh, shit. Is this the one that's fucking based on a comic book character?
Oh, I don't know. It may have been.
Eternal Dark. I'm just going to see if I can pull up the trailer here.
But what it had a sanity meter.
Sanity's Requiem? Is this it?
It might be a sequel. I'm not sure. Or that might be the tagline because it says GameCube. But what was cool is like as your sanity meter went down, the game started to fuck with you.
Oh
and,
shit!
Like it would do things like the volume bar like would pop up and start going down. Like you're like, what the fuck? Am I sitting on the
yeah.
remote? What is going on? And it would like do a fake game reset and stuff.
Holy shit!
It did all these like really tricky little things to just make you think it like legitimately made you feel like what the fuck is going on, and like and like kind of like fourth wall breaking stuff to fuck with you. It was really cool.
Should we check out the trailer here?
Yeah, sure. But that was the may have been one of the first horror games I played that I
Playscope.com.
really liked. But you would jump into like different eras. Like you played as like a Roman at one point.
God, yeah, it does look really cool. GameCube fucking... God, they had some amazing titles.
Yeah, I'm really hoping they add GameCube to the Switch.
Is it not... Like, you can't play game... You can't stream them even?
You can't... well, I mean, I'm sure they have GameCube games on there. But, like... On the Switch, they have, if you sign up for their online stuff, they have all the old... They basically emulate all the old systems.
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
added GameCube yet.
God, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Do you think Nintendo, like, will ever, look at that bastard.
Yeah.
Do you think... Do you think Nintendo will ever, like, go to Switch... Well, I don't know. I just feel like they've been the best with backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if that will ever... Do you think they'll ever gonna not do that? Because I feel like GameCube not being on there is pretty weird.
I've heard some people say like, oh, it'll be harder because basically the way it works is it's on there as like a single game, and then when you open it, there's like a list of all the games from the system that they have.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. And I've seen some people being like, well, GameCube would be the first one that's like substantial downloads.
Yeah.
Like download size. So they might be like have a harder time like dropping like 5 of them at once or something. Although I don't know, like 60. The games are like 60 gigs now. But
yeah.
I don't know. No, they've always been pretty good about backwards compatibility, and they always re-release their old shit.
Yeah.
They're just now starting to do that, like the remasters, like everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
They started doing that in the past few years. I hope they add GameCube. I mean, or even if they don't, I would buy them individually if they re-release them. Did one for a GameCube, Metroid Prime, which was a GameCube game. They released that. And that's like a sort of, it's like an in between a full remaster and like just like a slight up-res kind of a deal.
Did you play Resident Evil 4?
Yeah.
And did you play it on the Cube?
I played, yes, I must have been.
Yeah. I remember I'm a little younger, so I first played Resident Evil 4 on the Wii.
Oh, yeah.
Because it had, like, the controls or whatever. And then I remember...
I rebought it on there for sure.
And I remember... and they just remade it, and apparently it's really fucking good. Alex Miller, LaCroix boy, who's my sleepover boss, said that it... Yeah. Said that it fucking rocks. But I just remember trying to readjust from the Wii to, like, the laser sight. It was like, wow, this game is hard as shit. But yeah, no. Did you ever play like Code Veronica, Resident Evil?
No, I think 4 may have been the first one I played. Mostly it's just because I think there was one on N64, but most of them were on PlayStation.
I think the first Resident Evil was on 64, right? Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I don't know. I
Probably
thought the first
it was on
one
PlayStation.
Or two was on PlayStation 1.
Yeah,
and then I think there was I think Code Veronica is the N64 one actually.
Yeah.
No, I didn't play that one.
I think in that one you like there's like a. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there's something where you like play as a zombie, or there's some
cool.
like mechanic. It introduced some kind of thing.
Did you ever play Left 4 Dead?
Oh yes.
Yeah, that was a great
game. Dude, I fucking wish.
It's weird that's not around anymore.
Left 4 Dead, like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, if you don't have an Xbox, like, there's no real way to play it. I really miss. That was like the most fun online game,
Totally.
like, period.
The like playing as the survivors of
Yeah.
the zombie teams was so much fun.
Like, and it was so cool. It really felt like a skill thing.
Yeah.
And like, I just remember, and there was also like special difficulty modes where like there's one mode where like you had to literally, if you don't shoot them in the head, they don't die pretty
Right.
much. And then the witch, remember?
Yeah, that Scream. That might be one of my favorite like horror games. That game was so much fun.
You know what's crazy is I learned how to do graphic design literally in Forza Motorsport 3 because they had this amazing like decal creation system.
Oh yeah.
And
I
you could
remember that.
sell your decals for in-game credits, and I made a Left 4 Dead 2 logo that is literally, I don't know how I did it, but it is like photocopy of the, like, it looks exactly the same. And I remember throwing that up on the store and seeing it get downloaded and just being like, God, I'm a genius. But it was so, and also, were you a Call of Duty guy? That was probably a little after.
No, I didn't play any of that. What was the original too? There's Call of Duty, and then there was Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor.
I never got into either of those really.
What was cool about Call of Duty is they had a similar thing where like you could make little tags.
Yeah.
And people would straight up make art with them.
Yeah.
Because you just make a bunch of like, they give you a bunch of like little vectors you can use, and
Yeah.
people would just place them all around to make
I
like
remember this,
crazy
yeah.
shit.
That's cool.
Like,
Did that start in Counter-Strike? Is that where?
Possibly. I just know it from like Modern Warfare 2, but it probably started there.
That's cool though.
But I just remember like seeing people's tags and being like, how did you even do that?
Yeah.
There's a cool post recently, I don't know if I shared it, but it was like a tribute to that, and it was like showing, it was a bunch of different video compilations of people making them, and it was just like so cool. Like,
Yeah, any game that lets you make and share stuff like that is, it's always so fun. Like that was part of the fun of Animal Crossing is
Yeah.
people were making like super inappropriate shit for like this child game.
Yeah.
Downloading stuff from there was super fun. Man.
Yeah, I loved Forza. I mean, seriously, like, I think that was a big reason that I got into like digital art.
That's cool.
Like, I mean, I was like high school, or like maybe middle school that I was doing that. I remember my friend Jack. I was telling him that I made, like, because I made a Master Sword one. And I was telling him that I made one. He was like, oh, yeah, cool. And then he saw it. And I literally remember him being like, holy shit, bro. That is so sick.
Incredible.
It's amazing. And I just remember being like, yeah, bitch, what'd I tell you, bro?
Dude, this should be in a museum.
I loved what was cool about Forza too is like you could have like beater cars in there, you know, like that you could have literally like I think they had like a Chrysler Town and Country that you could fucking like draw. I mean, it was really cool. And they also had a cool philosophy. Like if you watched the intro to Forza Motorsport 3, there's this British guy who's basically explaining like we made this game so you can enjoy cars without fucking up the environment. Which like sounds so ridiculous, but it's like kind of cool, you know?
Yeah,
like it's
fun.
kind of a cool philosophy. And obviously people that are actual like car collectors aren't, but not everybody can fucking collect muscle cars.
This is true.
If you're not Jay Leno, like how the fuck are you supposed to do that?
Jay's Garage. God, it's crazy. He like lit himself on fire like last year. Did you hear about that?
No.
He got in like some crazy. I think it was a car accident, but he wound up like catching on fire. It's like
Just
everybody
imagine
was
his
worried.
screams.
You hear about skin graft? Everybody was worried about Jay for a minute, but I guess he pulled through.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, I remember Forza being that was a huge thing for a minute there. That was like the racing game.
Because it was the first game to do the rewind thing.
Oh.
Because a lot of racing games were really frustrating because if you take one wrong move and you
Yeah.
crash, then the race is fucked.
Yeah,
And you can't do it online, obviously, but like in the campaign, you could just hit rewind
and just try it.
and just try again,
That's
which was
cool.
which was tight and like made it less. And you know, of course, they had a million customizable settings. You could
Mhm.
turn it off and shit. But yeah, I think that was a part of the reason it was so big. And that rewind feature is like in pretty much every racing game now.
That's
I think.
funny.
I'm trying to think.
What are the big racing games now?
Gran Turismo,
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Need for
always bad.
Speed. I think it's Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, and Forza. I think Forza is like Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Did you ever play racing games? I remember playing Gran Turismo on Game Boy Color.
No, I never played like super serious ones, but you know, I mean, I loved F-Zero. I liked. People are crazy about Mario Kart. I enjoy Mario Kart, but it's not like.
Watch your fucking mouth.
I know people love Mario Kart.
Did you like 64?
Yeah, no, it's fun for sure.
What
trying to
don't
think
you
of,
like about
most
it?
serious one? You know, what racing game I loved? Beetle Adventure Racing, which was like
What is that?
a like Volkswagen Beetle branded adventure racing game for the N64 that was really fun.
I gotta see if I can find that.
Yeah,
shit.
it was great. It was very very arcadey, as I recall. That was a classic.
Adventure. Okay, here we go.
There it is, Beetle Adventure.
Adventure Race. Okay, hold on. We're gonna wait. Why is this good? Okay, let's see if we can find like a little trail. Here we go. Is this it? No, Beetle Adventure Racing.
We could be an Osmongold and react to other people's videos.
Dude, that guy needs to fucking. I don't wanna talk shit, but that guy needs to chill, dude. Also, like, I don't know. Maybe his wife really loves him. Who knows? Trailer. 1999,
Yeah.
baby. Okay, let's switch here.
This is a classic.
Long, dark intro. EA.
It's an EA game. Oh, this is crazy. I remember this trailer.
Adventure. It looks like a Mario font almost.
Yeah, it does. You're right. It's
Spills.
it's sort of like a Cruise in USA kind of a feel,
Yeah.
which I also loved. I love playing that in the arcade.
You know what's so funny is like I'm watching this and just thinking like, bro, you would love Mario Kart. But I like every time I visit Minnesota, I hit up my buddy Parker Flanders, shout out, and we play the shit out of Mario Kart. I just feel like
It's fun.
I mean, the controls are so good, so intuitive.
Yeah.
I don't know. What don't you like about it? I'm just curious. I'm not trying to.
No, I don't dislike it. I just I feel like I don't know.
You're just one of the few who's not like obsessed with it.
I'm just saying I would be much more excited to play Smash Brothers.
Right.
Than a Mario Kart. If we're playing like Nintendo multiplayer games.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That would be my go-to.
You know, I've always kind of, I might upset some people here. I've always kind of not been into Mario Party.
Yeah, I don't like Mario Party.
I mean, it's just like, I guess it's fun I feel like it'd be fun if there were like 8 people, but if you're,
I haven't played a Mario Party in 2 decades. Like I played like the original, maybe 1 or 2, and it was kind of fun when it first came out.
Yeah,
like, it was kind of like a novel thing. But I like back in there was like some mini game where you had to spin.
The analog stick.
Analog stick super fast, and I burned a hole in my palm. And apparently, a lot of people did that because there was like they started adding like a warning to that mini game, being like, "Use your thumb, do not use the palm of your hand." Because so many people got horrendous blisters.
Well, and also, I mean, I can imagine why, because that like rubberized shit is just gonna chafe your fucking.
Yeah, it was brutal.
I'm just imagining young Mike like, "Oh my god."
Trying to beat my brother.
Just like smoke rising from your hand.
Dude, it was legit painful. Yeah, I don't know. I have not. They make a new one every year. There's so many of them, and I just have never. Yeah, I've never even bothered.
I have friends who like swear by it, and I get it, but I just don't understand the appeal. I also have friends who like playing it with just like 1 or 2 other people,
Really?
and it's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to, but I just like don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I kind of like the what is it? WarioWare.
WarioWare,
which
yeah.
is similar idea of like lots of little games. I like that better, which is it kind of has that feel, but there's they kind of just get rid of the board game element. I don't know. Mario Party feels like the most random of the who gets to win. You know, like Mario Kart has a little bit of that with like the items, like you get a blue shell if you're way back in the back.
Yeah.
Like they kind of hook you up with better items if you're shitting the bed.
Yeah.
But it still feels like if you're good at the game, you have more of a chance of winning.
Yeah.
Whereas Mario Party feels like you could beat come in first in every single mini game
and still get
fucked. Yeah.
That's what I love honestly about Mario Kart too. Is like you'll be fucking neck and neck, and then all of a sudden someone blue shells you and you're 9th.
Yeah.
Like, which I love the shit. I also just feel like those N64 controllers are so perfect.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you can hold them in 3 different places,
They were sweet.
where the buttons are. I never really liked the C analog thing. That was a skill issue on my part, honestly. But like you can hit the right bumper in Mario Kart to like jump, and you can drift, and there's diminishing returns. Like if you try to drift too much, it'll fuck you up, it'll spin you out and shit. And I feel like it's not. I also, as a caveat, will say I'm a fucking beast at Mario Kart, so that's a part of the reason I love it. But I mean, it's just like I never ever get. Maybe if I played it every single day, but I never get tired of those maps.
Yeah,
there's only like 8. There, let's see. There's 4 circuits, and there's 4 maps, so that's like 16 maps, and I just never tire of them. Some of the ones are a little like the Rainbow Road circuit is like woo. The Donkey Kong level is like almost too hard.
Yeah, maybe I should replay them get some fresh eyes on them. I haven't played them in a long time.
We should stream it sometime. It's a really fun. And also like Mario Kart Wii, I remember playing that a lot with Alex Miller. Dude, it was so funny. Like he had a term I remember, maybe this will embarrass him if I say this, but he said, I was like, yo, so when's your mom going to get back? And he's like, oh, no, dude, this is one of my fun days. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, well, it's where my mom's not going to be home all day, so I'm just going to fucking play video games all day. And I remember hearing that and being like, this is the smartest, most intelligent person I've ever encountered in my life. This guy's a fucking G. Like, just being mindful about enjoying his free time at age 12. Like, I just thought that was so sick.
It's funny. God, those were the days where you could just not a care in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Your free time really was golden.
Yeah.
God,
It was precious.
delightful.
Did you... So, I know that you had a bit of a sheltered childhood. Did your parents allow sleepovers?
Yeah. They weren't weird about anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sleepovers were always a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I would always, I was always like sleeping over someone who had a farm, and I'd have to help out with farm chores in the morning.
You gotta earn your keep, boy.
Yeah, seriously. I was literally sleeping over my friend Will's house, and we'd play Sega Genesis all night, and then have to wake up at like the crack of dawn.
Like bale hay or something.
And like I have baled hay at a separate place. That's like the most difficult labor.
Dude, you know what's so funny? I'm writing a short film right now about like that involves hay baling, and I have like all this vivid description about how difficult it is, and I asked my dad to make comments on it, and he just comments in red right next to all my vivid description, "It's not that hard." Just like you.
It is if you're a like a indoor loser.
I mean,
like the actual physical weight of the
Yeah.
hay bales is pretty fucking heavy.
It's heavy. As were you using bale hooks, or were you just picking them up with straps?
I think they have the
straps. Yeah. No, and then it gets in your eyes. It gets in your.
Yeah.
I mean, it is difficult. My dad's
not
just.
fun.
My dad's
Not
just
fun.
so used to it. But it was so hilarious. I shared that in like a film workshop, and I had to keep skipping over my dad's comments. And he was just like, "You're a pussy."
Nut up, son. Yeah, at Will's house, my job was to scrape the cow shit into the like the sewer drain in the barn. It's like the lowest job you could
It's just
have.
like 1 minute you're playing fucking Mario Kart, the next minute you're shoveling shit.
Literally. Yeah.
God damn.
So it was a dairy farm, so he and his dad were like hooking up all the machines to like their udders and like milking them, and then and feeding them, and then as they eat and get milked, they just spray piss and diarrhea all over the floor.
Oh my
and I would just go
God.
through with like a squeegee and shove it all into like the drainage ditch.
I'm just picturing like little Micah, like with like one of those like slaughterhouse like aprons, you know? So that was upstate New York, right?
Yeah.
Is there still a lot of dairy farmers up there?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not as many, but yeah, like I would say in that area, it's like every other house is like a farmhouse with like land and cows. And stuff.
Yeah.
Or they're growing corn, or there's like apple orchards and stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of cows, a lot of dairy.
Yeah.
I guess it's harder and harder to make a living doing it, so that a lot of them fail, and then they get bought up by like conglomerates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But man, I knew a lot of dairy farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hang out, you have to help with chores. That's just how it goes.
Did you ever encounter, they have this in southeastern Minnesota, that's where my dad grew up. He grew up on a farm. And they had like car graveyards. Have you ever seen one of
Yep.
those? Did
Yep.
they have those up there?
Oh yeah.
That's going to be like one of the focal points of this short I'm writing, and that is some of the coolest shit I've seen in my life, man.
It's a good setting for any kind of a it's like a comedy would be funny to be set there. A horror is perfect. Like it's a good setting.
For those who don't know, basically people on farms, when one of their cars dies, right? It's really expensive to get rid of it properly, so they just drive them out into the field and just park them. And so then there's like 20 like crazy rusted out Fords.
Yeah.
And
Who knows? You might need a part off one someday.
True facts, dude. Or you might a great place to have sex with your girlfriend, clandestine style, or boyfriend. You know, I mean, whoever you want. It's cool, dude. Whatever you want to do. But yeah, no, I was. I love that shit. Is it beautiful up there? Like.
I mean, it can be a little depressing because a lot of the houses are like in disrepair because nobody has any money.
Yeah.
But the actual nature is nice. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do miss. We had we had 8 or 9 acres growing up.
Oh wow.
Which is like nothing up there, but like compared to being in New York City, is fucking insane.
Wait, did your parents have a farm?
No, I wouldn't call it a farm. They like their initial plan was to be like basically Amish. They didn't even want electricity, but they bailed on the electricity part eventually.
Yeah.
But no, we had a bunch of goats, and we had a bunch of chickens, and we had to like take care of the animals, and my dad had a big field that they turned into a garden with like tomatoes and potatoes and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't like a real operating make a profit on your farm.
Is that like hobby farm kind of, or is
it's
that
like
that's
homesteading?
Homesteading.
Yeah.
Okay.
The idea is you like the. They milked the goats, and we had goat's milk and made goat milk ice cream.
You can make a great latte. Dude, what's funny is I had a teacher who talked about how he lived in an Amish community for a while, but they would still occasionally use electricity for like power tools, and if you would press them on it, they would say, "Oh, that's stray voltage." They referred to it as stray voltage, which I think is like so cool, like almost like poetic.
It's like Hasidic Jews with like loopholes.
Yeah.
Like like they all have their loopholes. Yeah, I guess my mom demanded electricity after washing laundry, like washboard style.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks.
Fuck this.
So they got electricity. They didn't have television for the longest time. And then they finally broke down and got like TV and a VHS, but no channels. We can't have channels.
Right.
And then finally they're like, all right, we'll get a direct TV or whatever. We had
satellite,
we
right?
had satellite TV for their 1 year, and it was like right as Adult Swim was starting. And I got all that awesome programming and Dragon Ball Z and Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and then it got struck by lightning, and they're like, that's our sign, we're not supposed to have it. We never got it again.
Do you remember, were you watching TV when it got struck, or did it like...
No, I don't think so.
Because that'd be amazing if you're like watching Inuyasha and then all of a sudden like lightning hits your house and everything goes to shit. You just hear your dad cackle in the darkness.
God does not want you watching Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah, bro. Who is the woman you just interviewed on Extremely Live?
She's a illustrator. God, you're putting me on the spot.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Let me find her name.
She was really cool, and
yeah, she was great. I met her through. I got recommended to interview her through another guy who I met selling the comics at where is it? Julie Ben Bassett. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, Julie. I'm terrible with names with even people I know as a friend. So don't take it personally.
It was really cool listening to you guys talk about like anime you liked. You know,
Oh yeah.
like that was cool. I remember I used to watch Toonami at sleepovers, and I would honestly get really scared. Like Bleach is like a fucking scary ass show.
Yeah. They are very intense.
Like the first episode of Bleach, I'm pretty sure, is like when his mom gets like hit by a car or something, and he's walking with her. Of course, like the shot of her getting hit by a car is like her legs are. It's like total porn, like pussy out shit. But I just remember that that stuck with me for years. Like,
funny.
I mean, clearly to this day, but I mean, I remember thinking like, what if my mom gets hit by a car, bro? Like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, they're like their version of what's acceptable for 12-year-olds is so much more hardcore.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
America, like, God, it's like the like Fox Kids cartoons
Yeah.
versus Dragon Ball Z, where they're like crushing their skulls.
Yeah. I love watching like Dragon Ball fights. You like watch a Dragon Ball fight on YouTube, and it's like an hour and 17 minutes long because it's them floating in the air talking.
Yeah, it's so absurd.
I love the voice actor for Goku. I can't remember his name, but that guy is a fucking boss. Like, there's some amazing videos of him like in the booth recording, and like, I don't know how, because I know you can do vocal training to avoid getting like vocal nodes.
Yeah, and destroying your
But I mean, the guy puts so much into every little fucking screen. I mean, it's nuts, man.
Yeah, it is pretty wild.
And that show they still make that show.
Yeah, they're doing a new version now. It's like they become like children or something. They like restart as kids. It's Daima, I think. Dragon Ball Daima or something like Daima or something.
Did you see the live action thing?
No, I remember it though. I remember the guy who plays Goku is like so like just like a small little guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I've seen him from, but he's like a weird alternate version of the dude who played Frodo. Was it Elijah?
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, he was like an Elijah Wood type kid.
I just think that it can't really work in live action unless they do go kind of weird with a look. Like, give him the big hair and just figure out a way to like make it cool, you know. But also, it's like those are cartoons, man. Like, that's just, I feel like, how they're meant to.
Yeah.
That was a weird cash-in attempt. There's like that kind of string of movies like that's around-ish when The Last Airbender, the Shyamalan one, came out. And I think they were just trying to like, I don't know really what the point was, but yeah, I remember that flopping pretty hard.
Yeah, they should have just kept it animated, man. The Dragon Ball Z, like the animated movies, are really fun.
Yeah.
They showed a few of them on Toonami back in the day.
Is Toonami still a thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Did you ever watch Prince of Tennis?
No.
I remember that was always like the ad. It was like Prince of Tennis in 5 minutes, and I'd just be like sitting in front of the TV at like 4 a.m, just like scared as shit. Like, oh. But I remember thinking like, how could tennis possibly be like an anime? But then if you get into anime, you understand literally anything could be like a crazy. Did you watch Folliculi?
What is it? Oh, yeah. That was great. Yeah, it was cool.
That was cool. My friend Jack was into that because he plays bass, and I think the lead. Something that I didn't realize until like I read the literal like definition of anime is that they use like cinematic techniques, you know, like camera stuff.
Yeah.
Like, which I realized like, oh yeah, shit, that is why it's different. I used to just think, oh, this is just different because it's, you know, Japanese or whatever. But it's like there's a literal like formal aspect to it.
Yeah. They also. Or sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say they also do like very clever ways of like saving time on animation by just like cutting to a still image of something that's like, you know, attractive to look at but barely animated.
Yeah.
And then the dialogue plays out over that, or like a hyper close up of someone's feet shifting around or something.
Yeah.
Like they pull a lot of clever ways of getting around doing a shitload of animation that just becomes its own kind of style after a while.
Dude, do you watch Invincible?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that's the the
It's
What's his name?
based on a book. The guy who
Yeah.
wrote Walking Dead
Yeah,
did
there
it.
you go.
But there's a really funny moment in season 2 where they specifically refer to, there's a guy's like, see, if you just put something in front of my face, then you don't have to draw my mouth. And he makes explicit reference to it. And
That's
I think
funny.
it's because probably they didn't have much time to do it. But I would really recommend it. It's based on, the Invincible graphic novel, which is like brutally violent, and kind of an interesting sort of like almost like Neo Watchmen sort of deal where the idea is like it's not, this is just one of the ideas, but I feel like part of the inspiration is like, what would a world be like with superheroes?
Right.
And the reality is they'd blow up cities and kill thousands of people in their wake. And the show is really fucking well done and good.
Cool.
I haven't read the books. I really want to read them. But there's a lot of like crazy, like, you should check it out.
Yeah.
My buddy Alex Miller has this insane Omni-Man costume. Because my buddy Alex also like he's like ripped and he's short, but like he's got the mustache and he's got the hairdo. It's pretty perfect.
That's cool. Yeah, I know. I feel like it's pretty popular. I see it as memes all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
That and The Boys is like
Yep.
similar and very conducive to memes, apparently.
That's crazy. I just realized that the same guy who wrote The Boys also wrote Walking Dead and Invincible. I'm pretty
really?
sure it's the same guy. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like The Boys and Invincible, I feel like and Walking Dead, right? They all came out at this time. I remember I would go to this comic book store, Jimmy Jam, shout out, Winona, Minnesota, 55987. But I would go there every Saturday to play HeroClix. Which I fucking have behind that TV. And I just remember all the graphic novels, like Y the Last Man, Walking Dead, Invincible, were like super, super like grotesquely violent. And I think it was, I don't know what the deal was or like why, but it's funny now that they're all shows, like seeing that on TV. It's just because I remember thinking like, oh, this must be like of the time or something. But I just remember all the graphic novels, not just the Walking Dead guy, they were all like disgusting.
Yeah.
Like to look at.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, there's just that thing of like, we're not for kids, therefore it absolutely has to be like murderous, like just constant gore, which I do like. I like some of that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what that is, because I feel like manga does a better job of like telling a cool story, but also having like gore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Although there is stuff that is just straight up gore fest too, but a lot of like the graphic novels of that era was like, we're not like that pussy Marvel shit.
Yeah.
People are gonna have their heads smashed in, and like that's the entire point.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, that's no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I do want to go back and read Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Just because I've only watched the show, and I am interested in that stuff.
I remember.
I was just making fun of it.
I remember knowing, like, because my Alex Miller again had actually read all the Walking Dead books, and I just remember him being like, "Damn, I wonder if they're really gonna kill Glenn the way they do in the book because he's such a beloved character and like he really gets a fucking brute." And they did it like the exact same way. And I just remember being like really kind of surprised by that. And thankfully, like that actor also is the voice of Invincible in Invincible. I can't remember his name, of course. Also, Sandra Oh plays, it's a crazy cast in Invincible. It's that guy who I can't remember the name of, Sandra Oh, and then fucking J. Jonah Jameson, Whiplash guy.
Oh, yeah.
He plays the dad. And I mean, it's good. The voice acting is amazing.
That's cool.
And yeah, definitely worth checking out. Did you have like a comic book store? Probably not. You were in upstate New York, so like
upstate. There probably were like. Oh, ways, like probably in like Utica or maybe even Binghamton. I didn't have one anywhere nearby really, but I did. I had my grandfather who was a huge comic guy.
Yeah, and
So-
he would bring you stuff, right?
And then we would just go to his house every summer and we would just read stuff there.
Is he still alive?
No.
R.I.P.
But he had comic stores. He would bring us to comic stores in Jersey all
Yeah.
the time. So I had access to comics. And my older brothers had a bunch of like Vertigo comics.
Yeah.
All that kind of more
Like Dark Horse.
Yeah, the more like hardcore stuff. And I would sneak off and read their comics. There must have been one somewhere nearby because they did get their hands on comic books.
Yeah.
I mean, but even when I was a kid though, like they had like comic books at grocery stores. Like
Yeah.
they were you could find them in all kinds of places.
Yeah.
Back before, I guess they just decided to stop doing that for whatever reason.
I remember like you could get comic books at like in the same places where you'd get magazines.
Yeah, exactly. Anywhere you
And-
could get magazines.
And I remember like there's this place Book World that I would go to that was like in the Winona Mall, which was basically like a dead zone. But I was lucky. I would go to Jimmy Jam's every Saturday, and right next to Jimmy Jam's was Hearts Music, so I would go have my drum lesson at 10:30, and then at 11 just pop over to Jimmy Jam's and play some fucking. Here, let me show you.
Hell yeah.
I actually fucking have some of my hero clicks right here. This shit is so tight. Check out this fucking Pegasus boy.
Whoa. Never seen these. What are these?
These are awesome, dude. Check it out. So they have these stats here, and that's like your attack, your movement, your defense, and your damage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that one flies, so it has a stand. So
Oh,
if you, like,
gotcha.
you can click. It's called clicks because you can click them. So like if she were to take, she's got invulnerability, which means -2 to damage. So if someone with 4 damage hit her, she would take 2. You'd click her twice. You click her twice, and then you get her. Their stats decrease.
Cool. So it's like a play on like a card game almost.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna show. Get one of these up to. I'm gonna show this one to the camera. This is a really cool, like Pegasus one. Damn, look at that sharp focus. God damn. There's my disgusting fingernails. But I fucking love this game.
That's
Me,
cool.
and Melisande got to play it sometime. It's like, and basically they all go on like these maps that
Oh,
each
yeah.
have like, and so, oh God, Brainiac and Lex Luthor.
Oh,
Dynamic.
they have like branded
They,
ones.
yeah, they're all Marvel and DC, and they got Dark Horse and shit. I think this might be the Pegasus.
That's cool.
But Simon Williams, and yeah, man, that's just a toy. That's just a gay toy. Don't even look at that. Don't even fucking
Dude,
Be-
we just I just bought a Barbie.
Oh, yeah?
I bought a. I wish I could. I'm gonna look like a poser because I can't remember his name. But there's like this weird Japanese pop artist who did a special edition Barbie that's like a cool art Barbie.
Oh, is it the Andy Warhol one?
No, I might have a picture of it on here. But,
I was in a really rich person's house, and they had like an Andy Warhol Barbie.
That's cool. Do I have a picture? Maybe not.
Oh shit.
But it's just like this really cool looking, weird Barbie, and I was like, man, this is ridiculous. It's like $150.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I sent it to Marshall, like thinking she would talk me out of it.
And she was like, "Buy it."
Exactly. She's like, this is so cool. I want it to.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to. It's not arriving until February. I guess they're like still making them or something. But he did
Yeah.
a bunch of them. He did a Barbie, and he did a special edition 8-ball, like Magic 8-ball,
Mm-hmm.
and a special edition Uno set with like a bunch of cool art on them. So I finally joined Manolo in buying art toys officially. Apparently,
Bro, I'm not gonna show everything, but I got some pretty. This is SH Figuarts. They're amazing. They make this sick-ass Spider-Man from the Japanese Spider-Man show from the 70s.
Oh, that's cool.
And
you've been reading the manga, haven't you?
I haven't started it.
Oh,
but I am going to read the manga, which there's a cool, in our Spider-Man highlight on our page, there's a cool image from that manga where he's fighting the lizard. But what's really cool about this toy is, like, it's hard to kind of see, but they include, like, imperfections on his suit. Like, his suit looks wrinkled and fucked up because it looked like that on the show, which I always saw. And he's got this badass, like, little communicator thing that he had on the show. Let's see if I can get that in there. It, like, clips open and closed. It's pretty fucking tight.
That's sick. Can I take a look?
Yeah, take a look. It's amazing. Like, see, look, like, you can see, like, ripples effects and shit. And
that is cool.
His costume just, like, looks shitty.
Yeah.
And I always wanted a Spider-Man like that. And I think, honestly, this is definitely, like, I think this is, like, my favorite one.
He's got his alcohol monitor ankle bracelet.
He's got a fucking house arrest bracelet.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
But, like,
Cool.
I think he's probably, like, my favorite.
I don't want to fuck up your pose.
Yeah, don't. You better fucking not. I
had a bunch of, like those. It might have even been like a McFarlane or something, but like they started making a Spider-Man with like tons of joints and stuff.
Yep.
They're so awesome.
That was a big selling point of the Toy Biz ones, or maybe it was KB Toys. I can't remember, but 32 points of articulation.
Hell yeah.
And a lot of those I actually have.
The one with like the two fingers in the middle.
Oh,
you can
my
bend
God.
down.
Bro, you don't even want to get me started
shit.
over here, bro. I'm fucking bringing them out. I have my the first, I think it was maybe like the second Spider-Man I ever bought. I say bought. By that I mean my parents.
Requested for your birthday.
But yeah, I think I got him. I know here he is. This one came in the Amazing Fantasy 15 set.
So cool.
And see, he's got the little webbed hand
This might
thing.
be the exact one I was talking about.
Yeah. There were quite a few that were like that sculpt and mold. So
That's cool. Spider-Man. We used to do stop motion animations with them.
yeah. And there's a lot of people who do, because now the Marvel Legends are like way easier to pose and stand on their own.
Yeah.
I just want to show this to show this to the crowd.
Toy Talk.
This is this is like a really special one for me because this is like one of the first ones I ever got. But this is the cool little like thumb thing where he's got his web shooting hand.
Were not nearly as posable, but the Batman animated series Batman toys were so cool.
Yeah, dude.
They had so many different versions of him.
Bro, they're doing now like a Batman TAS, like they whole new waves of them. And Mafex, who makes like the crazy, I have a bunch of Mafex toys. Now these toys are like $120 each. But as soon as I started earning my own money, I was like smash. But Mafex just made, and SH Figuarts just made a whole new line of the TAS, Batman TAS,
Cool.
animated series. I was just in GameStop today. Like frantically getting a new controller, and they had a Catwoman from the animated series. It looks amazing,
That's
bro.
cool.
They got extra hands, extra heads, and everything. That's the thing now. It used to be like you wouldn't get extra hands with toys. You just wouldn't do it. But now, even in like the Marvel Legends, which are like the cheapest ones, like they all come with an extra set of hands, which is cool.
That's fun.
But yeah, man, I fucking could talk about that shit all. And what was also cool about this one, or I don't know, I think I set them down. This one is they would come with comics.
Oh, yeah.
They would come with reissues of. So this one came with like a reissue of Amazing Fantasy 15, because this is like and they just did another Amazing Fantasy one, which is like really popular right now. I don't know if I have it easily accessible, but it's like a Marvel Legends version, so he's all beefy and posable. This is sick. This is beat up Peter Parker from the movie. I remember I was playing HeroClix at I think Hayden Christensen's house, in like 2010 probably, and traded that one in. This is epic. This is my Spider-Man 2, one of my original Spider-Man 2s, and his arm broke, and my dad did this amazing fix.
Whoa.
So he still kicks. still can kick ass.
I miss, like, I loved the boxes that
Yeah.
action figures came in. I love, like, reading the back of the boxes.
Yeah, it was
Like cool pictures of all the other ones you could collect.
It was a whole thing. And it was also like, now I appreciate Marvel Legends is trying to like make less like environmental waste.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
it's like mostly cardboard, which I kind of appreciate. And it's just like less of a pain in the ass to open the fucking things. But it used to be like, you know, that hard plastic casing that you'd have to like, there's the curb bit where you gotta like use a knife to get into it. But yeah, like it's evolved now to be a little more environmentally conscious. But I've been really getting into fucking toy photography Instagram, bro. There's like amazing shit. There's amazing shit in there.
That's funny.
Let's see. Maybe I don't even. Okay, yeah. I think he's down deep in there somewhere. Did you? So you had the TMNT toys, which your parents destroyed.
Yeah, yeah.
What other like action figures did you have?
Definitely a lot of the Batman animated series. We had very highly posable Spider-Man, both original suit and the black suit.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of Legos, like just hand-me-down Legos from my brothers, older brothers. And then, we would get a lot of like we usually get like one of the like, they used to do just like a minifigure in like a small vehicle.
Yeah.
Like deal, and I would always get one of those every year.
Mm-hmm.
And that just would, my brother would as well, and those would all just like sort of pile up, and then eventually you just have so much shit you could just like build out your own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Legos. I had a lot of like hand-me-down G.I. Joes
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Were those the 12-inch ones or?
Yeah, no, the small ones.
The small, those were tight
Yeah,
as shit.
Those are cool.
I loved all the little guns and stuff.
Yeah.
I had a Duke that was really special to me. I think
Nice.
he's passed on.
Yeah, I had a Snake Eyes that I always liked.
Mm-hmm.
What else? We had like a really big Godzilla, which was cool.
Yeah,
I liked that.
like the one that was like maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Did you ever subscribe? Wait, maybe is continuity camera. Is Melisande? Did she text you or anything?
She said she's on her way like
She's
15 minutes ago.
She's probably calling me.
Oh, whoops. No.
Or maybe even in the Instagram.
She said she wasn't going to have internet, so she'd have to text.
Oh, okay.
I assume that means she'll probably text me.
Okay.
That was 20 minutes ago.
I'm just gonna see real quick if she messaged me. Okay, nothing. Continuity camera notification. Okay. Yeah. It's crazy. You talked about like your parents burning your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
My brother had a similar experience, but my dad just threw out all of his Batman. And my dad to this day winces hearing he just regrets it so much. But because it's kind of it's a traumatic thing to because like it sounds fucked up, but toys are like your friends, bro.
Yeah.
Like I mean, these boys have been with me through thick and thin, baby. This fucking guy, man. This was the one that my dad held over the overpass, and I don't think I've tried to tell them that story, and I think they genuinely don't remember. But I just remember like I was just being a shithead, and he held this fucker's head over the overpass, and it was just like, oh my god,
That's so funny.
it's so hilarious.
God, yeah, when you're playing with toys as a little kid, like the imagination part is like so potent. Like
Oh yeah.
like the world you're building in your head feels so real.
Oh my god,
It's
dude.
so exciting.
Like I literally like still to this day I'd be playing with them action figures. I had like stories in my head, like whole lines. I had like big event, because you know how like comic books will have like big events like Civil War or whatever the fuck. I had like those in my head, bro. And I had moments where characters died and those fuckers didn't come back, dude. I had this amazing Hobgoblin figure that I just loved. And like he had, and it at one point his arm broke off, his left arm, and I still used him for like years. But I don't know what it was. I just like mapped so much shit onto that particular one. But
yeah, we would bring all our action figures outside, and there was this there was a tree across the street from us that had this weird root system where you could like get down in the roots.
Yeah.
And we would like put like flat rocks, wedge them in the roots, and then we would use that as like the bad guy's base.
Yeah.
Like hanging out in there, and God, it was just so fun.
Did you ever have like a sandbox?
Yeah.
Because we had a sandbox and we would like put water and make rivers and shit and fucking
exactly
crazy shit. And I just remember like getting absolutely eaten alive by ants, but just like not even giving a fuck, just being my legs itch. That's fucking weird. But we had this shitty old sandbox, which is actually cool because when my brother got married, we used the sand. We put like a piece of wood over it, and that was like the platform where I got to officiate the wedding. It was really cool. But it was I should have done it. I did some bits. But I should have done a bit specifically about the sandbox. I should have been like, I'm standing on hollow ground, folks. This is sacred soil I'm standing on. I saw Marshall in one of her Instagram stories. She had the turtle sandbox.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have that?
I think my sisters did. Like my younger sisters did.
Because that was kind of like portable.
Yeah.
Sort of.
We had, my dad built a big giant sandbox. He also had like a pretty cool, what do you call it, a tree fort, but like with like a bridge and shit.
Yeah.
It was pretty handy, and my older brothers had all that shit, and it eventually like fell apart, I guess, because it's not there anymore. But it was like the tree fort, and then there was a bridge to like another kind of platform, and then under that was a big sandbox he built.
Yeah.
And like we'd have all my older brothers like Tonka trucks and shit.
Yeah.
And,
Tonka trucks that started in Minnetonka, Minnesota.
No shit.
Do you have to go, by the way?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Out of here. Damn, I was hoping Milson would be here by now.
No, it's all good.
Wow.
I'll hold down the fort here.
Yeah.
Probably I'll play some Dead by Daylight.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Did she text you or anything?
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing. I gotta hit her up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might as well reveal my costume. I'm P. Diddy. Hello, I'm Micah, creator of Extremely Live. If you're enjoying what you're watching, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend. Please, that would be amazing. Extremely Live is a podcast and a live stream that is value for value. If you're getting value out of what we're making, we ask that you send us some value in return by going to extremely.live/donate. We'll take anything. We appreciate everything. And with that, let's get back to the video.
Are we live? I had to give out candy today.
How was that?
It was fine. But the cafe that I work at only had, they only gave us really large boxes of, like, runts and stuff. Like, you know, the ones.
Yeah.
And then just a shit ton of lemon heads, like singular lemon heads and peppermint patties. And so obviously we went through all of the good shit within 5 minutes. And then me and my friend just sat on the front and just like tried to pawn off all of these lemon heads. And it was so fucking hard because all of these parents were like, oh, it's a choking hazard. And I'm like, you don't need to tell me that.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, eat it. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not worried that you're letting your kid eat a choking, like,
Yeah.
I'm not your mom. And then, so like all of these parents were like, oh, it's a choking hazard. It was only like these teens that me and my friend would have to be like, I need to get out of here. Take as big of a handful as you can. Like, I will dump this entire box.
Did they not let you leave until you give it all out?
I mean, like, I guess we could have, but it's also like a waste of candy. And also, I know that if I don't give it out this year, I'm gonna have to give it out next year.
Ugh.
Because I don't.
Because it just goes in the candy storage and then, yeah.
Well, like, last time I worked, I had to give out Andy's mints. Which, like, you just
Folks.
get for free if you go to a nice restaurant. You don't have to.
That's like the under the pillow thing.
It's like I would have to give them money to take Andy's mints. It's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Let me smash that.
Yeah.
Gamers
It tells you
are.
the charge.
Oh my god.
Geek Bar.
Geek Bar.
It's my new favorite. Yeah, just pull. See, you can see it's. I don't know. I can't see very good. Is it only at 3? Oh, we might have to charge it.
That's fine. I got a million charging ports.
Hell yeah, baby. All right, I'm here to watch you play.
Okay. So this is Dead by Daylight.
Do you like my makeup?
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's so cool. Are
I-
you gonna go to the costume thing?
No.
You're not. You don't want to.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, okay.
I almost fell asleep on the Uber here, but I took an Adderall.
Oh my god.
But
Are
a
you okay?
short-term Adderall.
It's
So
not a timer.
We'll
Is it
see how. No. It's the good stuff.
The good
It's
shit
the
right
good
away.
stuff. And I might fall asleep on your lap. We'll see.
That's okay.
But
That's
I'm
okay.
here, and I'm awake for now.
I just played my first match of Dead by Daylight where I actually won.
I'm impressed, and I'm proud.
It's so scary, Melisande.
I'm already frightened.
Basically, you play as a survivor and you have to like repair. What's cool about this game is they make it so if you play as the killer, you only have first person POV. So like if people aren't in your POV, you can't see them. So it's like truly tough to kill people as the killer. Looks like we got some
Oh.
babes.
Hell yeah, some titties.
That's right.
Does that girl have a shopping bag?
That's a health kit.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, way to stick to a stereotype.
Yeah.
I've only heard small amounts about this game, and so I'm excited to see you play it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
No, yeah. Dude, Micah was here and we were talking toys, bro. I was showing him all my... This is my first ever Spider-Man. It's very important. It's very special to me.
Special to me. Do you know how sensitive I am to the word special to me?
Really? Is that...
Well, I had a friend that would... You know those klutz like games or like thing, it was like friendship bracelet kits or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would always be like, let's bust this out, like let's make some friendship bracelets, we're friends, let's fuck it up. And she'd be like, no, that's special to me. And so anytime someone says that's special to me, that means fuck you, Melisande. I'm not gonna let you make a friendship bracelet, even though we might be best friends forever.
Weirdly, that was exactly what I meant. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna take it.
joking. This is the one my dad held over the overpass.
Oh my God, I remember that story.
Yeah.
And honestly, that is really special.
Look, his butt.
And traumatizing.
It's cute. His butt, his paint
Is
wears
it
down.
worn down.
Worn a
'cause
little
you
bit.
Keep caressing it.
It's more like, I don't know.
You set it on.
He sits down. He's been through a lot of battles.
I mean, that is the way my butt looks most of the
Right.
time. My face is chipping.
Yeah.
I had to do my makeup, cracked doll makeup, but I did put a couple cracks in my butt too.
That's good.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case anybody sees. Are you a survivor?
I'm a survivor.
Yeah. How come you chose to be a dude?
Because this guy is from Left 4 Dead. He's a character from Left 4 Dead, which is a game I really like.
Okay.
So that's fucking why.
I understand. All right. No, I would be a dude too, because I like looking at their butts.
Right. Oh shit.
Nice.
Now.
Well, that's what you get for being a dick about this.
I know. See, oh cool. So
It's a good thing. Oh. I mean, that's kind of hot.
Yeah.
Your legs are doing some things I wouldn't. I mean, what? Oh, he killed you.
No, my friends can still save me. So it's like this
From
complicated.
that?
Yeah.
You sure?
I just gotta wait until one
They're
of them
not gonna
comes.
find you. They're not gonna fucking find you.
The thing about this game is it's like really
You're a
team.
prop.
See, look, there she comes.
You're a prop.
Oh my god. She saved my
Thank
ass.
God for women.
I know, straight up. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time.
Uh-huh.
He's like, okay, so I'm gonna see if I can sneak back to
I
this
won't distract you.
generator.
Do you want me to hold your mic so you can actually play this game like a normal goddamn
I got it.
Uh-huh.
I got it.
You're gonna lose this game. They're gonna say why, and you're gonna say 'cause
Oh,
this is
whoa.
a podcast.
I was sitting next to a
hell?
woman, so she
And-
distracted me and fucking.
I'm wearing very revealing clothing.
Right.
It's
Oh my god. See, and
so
if you
fucked
fuck
it up again.
so if I fuck it up, then it's oh shit. See, he's coming towards me now. I think.
How do you know?
I just because that little arrow thing. The scary thing about this game is when he gets closer, you hear like a heartbeat.
Oh, I hate that.
Uh-huh.
Well, and it's not even dark.
I know.
Shouldn't it be dark if it's scary?
This is one of the daytime maps, but there are dark maps.
You did it, did you?
Almost. Once that blue bar fills all the way up, and you got to do 3 of these, and then you can unlock the escape, and that's like
What
the.
are you doing? What are you doing here?
I'm fucking working, bro. Ooh. That's right.
Some steampunk.
Some steampunk ass.
Is this gonna help your team?
This it. If I can get this one, it's gonna help.
All right. I believe you.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay.
Do you think that was gonna work?
I
Crawling
thought.
away slowly from the guy that's gonna throw you on the skewer again.
Let's see. If I struggle enough. Oh shit.
You're dead.
Now I'm very close to death, I think.
Yeah.
Because once you get. Oh yeah. I
Alright.
think. Okay.
Well, good try though.
I don't know if I'm quite dead yet. Okay. See if I can save. If I get these saves, then I can get out.
You're good.
It's really. Fear is a great motivator.
I mean, you did get yourself into this position.
It is my own fault.
How are the babes doing?
Better than me, I think.
That's
As usual, you know.
I mean, girl power.
Girl power, baby.
You didn't even have to tell me. I knew.
You already knew.
Because we all know babes in video games are played by women.
Oh shit.
I didn't mean to really razz you there.
No, it's okay. Oh shit.
Oh, is he really? Oh no, another babe.
If I can get out of this. Oh.
Oh.
Now I think I'm
Well, you
completely.
tried. Can I have my babe?
Yes, of course.
This is too much. Too much excitement.
Too much stress.
You should do one where it's nighttime.
Yeah, you're right.
I think I'd be more scared.
Wait a second. I actually have a even scarier game. Check this out. Murder House, baby.
Oh, fuck.
Woo! Made with Unity.
I'm ready. I'm gonna take my shoes off. It might be smelly.
That's okay. This is a smell-o-vision program.
We'll just
English.
describe to all those freaks out there how smelly it is.
Language, English.
I did work an 8-hour shift, so it's not good. It's not bad though. These are
Nah.
nice socks.
Murder House.
Did you see my costume? I had a key in my back.
Was it on Instagram?
Yeah, I did a twirl.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
That was cool.
Pretty good.
Where's the key?
It's in that bag,
Okay,
but I
weird.
can't sit like a normal.
Yeah.
person with the key.
I imagine I'm like, put it on.
But I do have this cool cracked makeup,
Yeah, that is amazing.
so.
How long does it take to do that?
It took me a lot of my shift, and I'm gonna be honest, I did a bad job closing the store too, but I did hand out like 10 gallons worth of lemon heads, so you're fucking welcome.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome, Park Slope.
How often are you at each location? Is it like
I'm
different?
mostly at Park Slope. So if you freaks want to come see me, come to the Park Slope location, Cafe Grumpy. If you want to talk to me, you better buy some coffee and tip me 100%. And I will probably do a lot for that. I don't know. Depends on your order, but
I'm gonna see if I got any beer. I want to get on this level.
yeah. Yeah, are you not a little bit drunk? I wish I was. I am a little bit drunk. I had wine while giving out candy. And I gotta say, drinking wine while giving... I should have brought something. I'm sorry. That's on me. We could go You could go get some beer and I'll have a long monologue. I have a lot to say. Give me a topic, though, to start me off.
Childhood trauma.
Childhood trauma. Well... I will sit here and talk. You have a LaCroix. Go get some beer.
I know.
So childhood trauma. I don't think I have a lot, which I think I'm in a pretty privileged group to not have a lot of childhood trauma. But I do think I have some. I think a lot of it, not trauma. It's silly to say trauma. But I didn't grow up with TV, which definitely makes it hard to make friends as a child when everybody's talking about SpongeBob. And I don't know anything about SpongeBob. And so I had no friends, which is fine because I think it really made it easy to be an adult because I also don't have friends. Well, you're my friend.
That's true.
I have one friend. I have Micah too.
Yeah. Actually, Micah told me off camera that he's not.
Yeah, no, I kind of knew that. Deep down, I knew that.
Can I smash it in one more
Yeah. Help yourself. Is that the camera?
time? That's camera. Do you need anything else? Do you want anything to start?
No, I'm so happy. All right, have fun. So childhood trauma. I later on watched a lot of SpongeBob. And it was fine, but I do think that watching it as an adult, you notice that you have to be insane to it works if you're a kid because your brain isn't fully developed when you're a child. And I've never had a monologue before alone in a friend's apartment room. And I do have to say he does have a nice setup. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I think he's done a lot with the place. I don't remember from the first time I was in here. I always thought that he did have concrete floors, but I'm noticing now that it's just tile, which is a normal thing to have. I thought it was concrete, which is not a normal thing to have. It's kind of a brutalist, modern thing that my very rich friend did have, so maybe he is rich. I don't know what to say. I have a lot of animal facts. I have a gecko. His name is the Jenkins Report, and we named him that because for some reason I've never been a big fan of improv comedy or improv anything. Not that it's a bad thing, but I just never really was into it. But for some reason, the Jenkins report had always stayed in my mind. And later I realized that that was kind of a trope within improv circles, saying the Jenkins report anytime you're talking about office stuff. And so I guess me and Manolo thought it was kind of funny to name it the Jenkins report. And I realized that we did objectify a lizard. And that's okay with me because he doesn't have anything bad to say about it. He's never mentioned anything to me. I feel like he would if he had an issue. He's a pretty cool lizard. He usually eats his own skin, but recently I did find some of his skin in the cage, which is kind of a slap in the face. Because, I mean, maybe it's good. Maybe he liked the food I was feeding him better than his own skin. And I'm going to take it that way. But also, like, are you just not going to clean up after yourself? Because I already have to clean up his shit from his, from his house. I mean cage, but we like to say house because house sounds a lot less horrible. But it's also like that is kind of like the thing you can do for the house. Like if we have a chore wheel for a gecko and for me and Manolo, I think that the gecko, his only chore for the entirety of his life is to eat his own skin. And he really kind of fucked it up that one time. And it was cool to look at because it is kind of like freaky just to see skin like in the shape of scales, everything. It's like a little ghost version of him, and it's kind of adorable. And I did want to save it, but it was kind of gross and it smelled weird. Yeah. Anyway, geckos, they do eat their own skin, at least mine. He also will throw away his tail if he gets a little too scared. He hasn't yet, but I do keep trying. And maybe sound off in the comments. I'm not going to see it. I don't know how to look at comments on this. I'm just sitting here looking at a camera. But say, give me ideas how to scare this gecko. Nothing too traumatizing, but like maybe just enough to let it get rid of the tail, but also give me enough warning so I can film it, because it'd probably be pretty good and it'd probably get me some good views on YouTube. And I do really want to be YouTube famous for my gecko. And it is freaky because it will wriggle around on the floor for a while he has time to escape into his cage some more. Like, there's no real threat. It's probably just me saying peekaboo really loud. But I do think that it sounds bad, but I think they're cuter when they don't have a tail, because it's kind of just a little nub. They're not the kind that grows back, so they do just forever have a little nipple on their butt, and I think that's really adorable. So I kind of want to get it off, but not in like a way that's gonna like really hurt the gecko, because I'm a good parent. I'm a good gecko owner. I wouldn't be a good parent of a human, because I would probably try and give my kid drugs if I had the choice. I think they're really fun. I mean, I'd wait for a while. But probably not long enough, and it'd probably make the kid kind of a loser, because I always thought that the kids that did drugs with their parents were losers. Yeah. But I am going to be an aunt soon. This is just Melisson ranting corner. I'm going to be an aunt soon, and I do have to figure out what kind of aunt I'm going to be. And I don't want to be the aunt that gives their niece or nephew drugs, because that's just like one facet of what I could be. And sure, I am gonna once they are old enough, once their brain is mostly developed, I am going to try and get it to do drugs in New York, because, like, what else are you going to do when you're in New York except for do drugs? Or, like, explore your sexual identity, which you could do probably most anywhere, especially given the times that we are, where, like, queerness is becoming, I mean, hopefully, given this election, queerness is becoming more and more acceptable. It's not like I can be like, hey, you can be queer in New York. It's like, okay, maybe you could be queer anywhere. But you can do drugs in New York, and I think that's always going to stay. I'm sure there's drugs everywhere, but I think that if there is going to be a place or a city that elevates drugs, it is going to be New York.
That's right.
Welcome back, Sam. I was just saying how I think that I'm going to be an aunt soon.
Oh, yeah?
It's true.
I just became an uncle.
Really? Congratulations. Are you an uncle of a girl or a boy?
Boy.
That's cool. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really amazing. Which sister?
My brother's wife is pregnant. I always find it interesting when people say that the boy is pregnant, because it's like,
Yeah.
no, he's not. And, like, not to make this whole, like, a feminist agenda, but it's like, unless he's squeezing a human out his dick hole, I don't think he gets to claim a whole lot of, like, just because he squeezed little baby sperm out his dick hole doesn't mean he has to squeeze a baby out his dick hole. And I think that that's a big difference in between men and women, is a difference in size between sperm and babies, and dick holes and vaginas. Sure, vaginas can get a lot bigger, but I think if we're gonna look at proportions, Sam, does it hurt to come?
No. Well, it kind of depends.
Like a little?
No, it's just, it depends on, like, what,
How much? Was my monologue not filmed? Good. Because I'm gonna send it to my mom. I talked not a lot about drugs, so I think it's still good. I did tell my mom I did drugs, though. I told her I don't like ketamine.
That's good. Your audio's captured the video out because my,
No one needs to know what I look like. Do you want to use my phone? It's an Android.
No, this will work. I'll just plug this in.
Okay. Well, no one needs to know what I look like. I look spooky. Oh, well then that's fine. I don't look any different than what I did in that Frozen. I mean, I switched positions probably a little. But no, I'm going to fall asleep. But thank you. I'm already... I might... No, I'm waking up.
And if you gotta pass it, you can, dip it anytime.
I will. I did have a lot of fun monologuing.
That's good.
I did have an idea for a podcast where it was going to be called Personal Podcasts, where people could pay me a certain amount of money and then just give me a couple of topics and I would rant about it for maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes. And, like, maybe I would have my feet in the shot just to make it worth it.
Yeah.
But I do think that I'm interesting enough to fall asleep to. I made a mess. I'm interesting enough to fall asleep to, and I think that and maybe I could work on soothing voice.
Yeah. Your voice is good. There's that podcast where it's like fall asleep and they just like, the whole point is you fall asleep listening to them talk because they're just saying like gibberish basically.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that so I did
100,000%.
that for probably as long as you were gone.
Hell yeah.
I went from my gecko eating his own skin
Oh my god. Did they do that?
all the time, except for one time.
Did you see Goldfinger, Austin Powers?
Oh, did I tell you? So I grew up with not a lot of
Television.
television or movies or really anything.
Right.
But my family did love Michael Myers.
Can I oh really?
Mm.
Michael Myers.
Not the spooky one, the funny one.
Can I ask why there was no TV, or is that not a podcast topic?
No. I think that my mom was a little too cheap. There was like a hippiness attached. My mom was cheap. She didn't want to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I don't want to rot your brain, but maybe that's just an excuse to not buy it.
Yeah.
And I think that they just really liked the fact that I would end up ostracized and weird. I think they got off on that.
God, yeah.
And they still do. My dad in his grave is going, loser.
It worked though, because you're like an
worked.
outsider artist. You make the coolest shit
I'm
ever.
a weird girl.
I loved the Pepto-Bismol video.
Yeah.
I love that.
I've got some ideas. I had fun making it. I like making videos. I get on a little kick of making videos every once in a while, and it was really
It was
fun to make.
really well done.
It started out as a whim.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote the song in 15 minutes,
Mhm.
and I was like, this is going to be a fun Instagram story. I'll record it on a little mini piano I have at work, and then it turned out to be a big project.
Yeah.
And I have a couple more videos in the works, and by works I mean my brain.
Hell yeah.
Right now I'm working on making a little present. I can spoil it. She's not going to watch it. I told her not to. She would not like this podcast. There are times. Okay, so anyway, I'm making her a wedding present. It's going to be her house. It has some lighting features.
Yeah, Manolo was telling me about that.
It looks pretty cool. I'll show you a video. But anyway, my main thing. So like when people ask me about my podcast, sometimes I don't tell them about it because I already know they're not going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my mom's friends, family friends, little too sensitive.
I understand.
You know? Sensitive for a Sam and Micah and Mel's podcast. And so a lot of the times, without getting too offensive, I say, as an example,
Mhm.
our bit about how game controllers would be funny if they had nipples.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're not into that.
And once I say that, the desire for them to listen to anything I make out of this podcast is zero.
Yeah.
And it works. It works every single time. So anytime I don't want someone to listen to this podcast, I just say, this is a joke we have. And this is something I'm pretty proud of and I think is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And they say, no, that makes sense. That you would think it's funny. And I support you because that's what I'm supposed to say.
Right. You know, you are really funny. Like, I'm kind of amazed that you, like, haven't done stand-up before.
I don't think I could handle it.
Yeah, I understand, like, yeah, Micah also had kind of a stage fright experience with stand-up. But I think once you do it once, you do get, like, a high from it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's kind of like you can't get rid of it.
I do have an addictive personality. Maybe I'd go crazy. I'd get addicted to stand-up.
Yeah, I mean, why the fuck not? I was sending clips to our friends, and they're all like, you guys are so funny, like, together.
Aw,
You know, like,
we are pretty good
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I think we bring out the worst in each other. Maybe that makes us so good. But I do tell some people about our podcast in a way that I say you should listen.
Yeah.
And that is a thing I also do,
Yeah.
just not with my mother's friends.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I think once we start, I'm going to start posting more clips, like reels of our podcasts, and then I think people will kind of because it's like we do some gross out stuff, but it's mostly just like funny,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, we're
That's my opinion.
We're just three guys hanging out with our balls out.
Balls out.
Balls out, dicks hard. Just joking, just joshing like guys do. That's the podcast name, just joshing like guys do.
Tell me about Drug Facts.
Oh, this is my band with my friend Ryan. We haven't practiced a lot because I got distracted.
Right, and I was wondering, is the Pepto-Bismol, is that like a Drug Facts release, or is that like a Melisande solo?
It is like it's like a Melisande had a crazy, I wouldn't want to say a crazy idea, more like in a haze, was like, this is something I'm gonna this is something I'm gonna do. So I went over to his house and I said, let's record just some tracks. I'll figure out the words to it. And then I did, and then I continued to just film a lot of things. And then he definitely helped with a lot of the editing. He taught me a lot about Adobe
Audition?
Audition.
You mean the audio editing?
The audio, I did a lot of the audio. He did a lot of the video. He does video editing
cool.
as a job.
How
He's doing like maybe the new Rebecca Black but Christmas edition.
Oh shit.
And it is gold.
How did you do the stomach thing? There's like a green screen.
So I don't, Adobe, what's the one where After Effects?
After Effects,
You did
yeah.
After Effects. I did like a screen that essentially was just almost a green screen, but not really green because I didn't have green paper. I just had yellow, so I used that.
Mhm.
But he just keyframed that, and then I did a stop motion animation of
The Pepto.
that.
Yeah.
And so he put that beneath it and then essentially masked out.
Yeah.
And then it just followed it.
It looked so cool.
Thank you.
It looked awesome.
It
I've
took
watched that shit like 10 times.
so much of it took too much time for the amount of time I spent making the song. Like, writing the song took such little time that it didn't warrant the amount of time it took filming.
I think it does, though, because, I mean, it takes time to make good shit. Like,
I know, I just wish I made the lyrics a bit better. Other than
I thought the lyrics were good as hell.
I have some better.
Oh, you have better ones.
Well, my next idea is, you know how you can scan your face on a... Don't steal this. I already have it patented.
Don't even fucking think about it.
All those people watching.
Yeah, all the millions. Oh my god, we gotta chat. Wait a second.
Are they talking about my rant about the gecko?
Melisande #1 fan, Bren.
Oh my god, hi!
Yo.
That's my coworker. I'm assuming. And I hope it is. And now I'm embarrassed.
No. That's tight.
Now I want to just make it good for him.
Is that the guy in Drug Facts?
No. That's my coworker, Brendan, I think. If it's not, just pretend you are. It's my favorite coworker. Don't tell Mark. Just
Oh,
kidding,
shit.
Mark. I love you. Mark isn't on the chat, is he?
I don't think so. It's just
Okay.
Bren. Just Bren right now.
All right. He's my favorite coworker.
Oh, shit.
And he was the one that helped me pawn off all of the fucking lemon heads on these children.
God.
And honestly, he did a lot of the legwork because he was sitting there with a bucket. I think like maybe a 2-gallon bucket full of lemon heads. And that was one of 4 of our buckets. And we had to beg children. I mean, he did also buy us some wine. And
Yeah.
so we were just drinking, begging children to take our candy. And none of it was dragged. So they should have been more eager. But they were not. And then he took an Uber home with me.
Did you ever see Candyman?
I did. Yeah. I don't remember a lot of it, but I do like a spooky movie.
Yeah, it was cool. The original one's really tight. I saw the new one, which is also cool, but
I
kind
never
of
saw the original.
it's really good.
I only saw the new with the shadow puppets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Would you have like Can I Smash this?
Yeah, you should play the game.
Okay.
I want to see this bunny. But no, keep going. Keep talking and playing the game at the same time.
Do you have like favorite horror movies or?
I like the spooky ones. I don't want to see any gross body stuff.
Yeah, I
if
hate
it
that
has
shit.
to do with teeth, I'm not about it. Did I tell you I don't have any canines?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is that like?
It's because I grind my teeth.
Oh holy shit!
Maybe I'll post the video of me.
I have like really intense ones.
You do. Maybe you could give me some of yours.
Yeah.
Just glue it on.
Is that from?
I think it's just from grinding my teeth. How old is this game?
It's like new, but it's like this VHS.
But it looks.
Here, I gotta turn that.
This looks older than I am.
Yep, it's called Murder House, I think, or Killer Bunny Zone.
No, it had house in the name.
All right, let's get started. We don't have all day.
I really feel like they're talking in
Where the hell is the real
Animal
estate agent?
Crossing voice. Just
I can't...
bad Animal Crossing
Hey,
voice.
intern. What's your name again?
Emma.
What is
Yeah,
this?
Emma. Make yourself useful and find us a way in.
Was this a student project?
I don't know.
I hope.
I
Because they
think
should have gotten an A.
I think this is like a genre of like oh shit. So I get to move about here. Oh my god, look at these. These are tank controls. Holy fuck. Okay.
Wait, are you a human
I'm a human.
that can fly?
I'm this girl walking around.
Oh,
Oh my god, the tank controls are crazy. Okay.
that's.
Find us a way inside. So I think I have to go this way.
You gotta.
Holy shit, these controls are like really okay.
You're gonna get used to it.
Okay. I think
I do like how casual she is about this.
yeah, she's very
I would not be this casual about walking into a strange house.
right.
Or, I mean, actually walking into it.
So this is like oh my god. These controls are crazy. It's like tank controls, which just means like
Bad?
bad basically.
Bad and hard.
It's like Resident Evil style.
No, I think I understand, because you're making it look.
I'm trying so hard.
I mean, you're doing a good job in terms of how hard I think it probably is, but also you're doing a bad job in terms of how a video game
Let's see. Okay, let's see.
podcasters should be.
I know, I
playing.
should be way more on this shit.
No, you're doing great. Because none of us ever profess to be good at these things.
That's true.
We just profess to play them occasionally.
Oh, you can switch to like POV.
Oh, yeah, so you should have done that. Oh, did I say I started? Wait, you can't play?
You can just
can't
look
wa-
around.
oh.
You can't. Okay.
That's a really good mechanic. What is going on?
It's tank controls. It's like Resident Evil, like the old Resident Evil games. Oh my god. Okay.
I started playing Cult of the Lamb.
Oh yeah, tell me about that.
It's a really cute game. I named, dang it, I wish Micah was here, because I named my first little cult members, all members of the podcast.
Oh my god.
And I have this photo I took, maybe I'll just send it to you to post on the Instagram, where Micah comes up to me and he asks me, he's like, I think it was like, don't judge me, but it's always been my dream to eat a bowl full of poo. Can you make me a bowl full of poo?
What game is this?
Cult of the Lamb.
Cult of the
It's a
Lamb.
really cute little game where you make little critters eat poo.
Is this?
And I made him move a little bowl full of poop, and he got sick.
Oh my
But I
God.
gave him some herbs, and he feels better. And he really loved me for that. He gained a lot of respect for me for making him eat a bowl full of poop.
That's awesome.
You didn't ask for anything weird except for feet pics, which is an odd mechanic.
Which for me, that's normal. That's pretty. That's pretty.
I wasn't even surprised, even though my character only has hooves. I was
Right.
like, of course.
The hooves are powerful. Oh shit! Can I get in this little? Okay.
But no, it's a very adorable little game. I'm almost done with it. It's kind of a simple game. I did choose one of the easier modes because I don't like being stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
But I am almost done. And it's fun, it's good. I haven't killed anybody.
Is that similar at all to Binding of Isaac? Did you ever play that?
No.
It's like I think it looks graphically similar to.
How
What
do
is-
I know if we have a chat?
It's in that little where the red text is.
Yo, Bren. Oh my god.
That was me.
Melis. This is so cute.
Let's see if I can find a way in this fucking house here.
I love this. I like how we're just in the corner.
It's our gameplay mode.
This looks really good and very professional.
Yeah, I kind of leveled up from last time. Oh, maybe I can get in here.
I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Yeah, I really, I spent like all day doing this shit.
I love this.
We fucking made it in the house, bro.
We did it.
See, that's Resident Evil 2. That's borrowing from.
I can't believe I'm breaking into a house. Better believe it, sister.
Damn. Holy shit.
Are you spooked?
I'm kind of spooked. I gotta admit here.
Is partially your spookedness coming from the fact that if something does jump out at you, there's no way you're gonna get away because
Yeah.
you don't know how to move very fast and you don't know how to move in a direction you want to move.
Yeah, that's gonna be really fucking scary.
That's gonna.
Well, what about
Wait,
this?
what'd you say?
It's at a dryer. For some reason it's
You
a
can't
washing
get
machine.
inside.
It's sealed for some reason. I don't think
That's
I want to
because there's a body in there.
I bet I can like turn the power on here. Or
Well,
something.
they should
Wait.
be able to open even if you don't have power.
That's
That's a
right.
pretty old machine. I don't want to call any.
Oh my god.
BS. Oh no. Well, you're going out from the scariest room into the less scary rooms. You should be
Into
happy.
the fucking oh shit. Okay. What's this here? So that was.
That's outside.
Is it?
I don't know.
I've unlocked it.
Yeah, that's outside.
Straight up. Period.
You're gonna see that I'm right. And you're gonna be really ashamed of yourself.
I'm actually gonna unlock the front door.
Wait, okay, yeah.
Cause then.
That
well,
way
maybe-
you've
'cause
got
then
a
I can
clean
just-
escape.
Then I can just like.
You
let
can
my-
fuck around.
Let my homies in.
Oh, right, you got homies.
I
That
got
guy
homies.
with the weird body proportions. Thank you.
I can't open it. The doorknob is missing.
Well,
Well, that's that's life, folks.
and that's why you have to get into a trade.
Nothing of interest. Okay.
Well, all right, then why put a door there?
See, this little door animation is
I do like it.
it's a reference to the Resident Evil games because every time you open a door in those games, it's like same vibe. Same vibe. I kind of, I kind of like this tank controls now because it's like now I'm used to
You're
it,
getting used to
and it makes me like, what's this?
puke.
A hole in the floor. I see something shiny at the bottom, but I can't reach it.
You should get that doorknob.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit, what's this? Can I think that's just like extra ground stuff.
Yeah. That's nothing. That's no hole in the floor. with something shiny underneath.
Oh, am I back in the... Oh,
Kitchen?
yeah, I'm back in the same area. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, this
Are
is
you
the-
sure?
I'm pretty sure that's the basement.
Look around.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, no. You're right.
Because I'm no
Oh,
genius.
no, yeah, this
I'm
is-
just a woman.
No, I think this might be the same because the doorknob.
We'll check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're at an impasse.
No, I think if I... Oh, wait.
Is this a puzzle game?
I guess.
This seems hard. I give up. At puzzle games a lot.
Hey, it's Jerry, the real estate agent. Looks like someone broke the lock on the basement window and got into the house since last time I was over here. They stole the goddamn fuse, so the power's out. Don't worry, I know there's another fuse around here somewhere. I left the front door open in case I don't hear you guys drive up.
Sure, Gary.
I'm gonna see if I
How
can...
come the front door wasn't open? Gary.
Maybe someone
Locked it?
sabotaged it.
What are you doing here?
I'm just trying to fucking help my friends.
But what is she doing here?
She's an intern. She's part of the gig economy.
she-
Oh my god, here's the front door.
She's not paid enough to do this.
Wow.
Good work, you got in. Did you see that goddamn real estate agent?
No, the house is empty.
Why
That
is he
bastard.
talking through
I
a
should've given you the
toilet
50
paper
bucks.
tube?
I think it's supposed to like intentionally sound bad.
It's musty.
That's
Chop chop, it's time to hustle. Grab all the equipment in the van and get it in there. We're gonna set up.
if I ever make a shitty video game, I'm just gonna say it's intentional.
Straight up.
People will think I'm a genius.
Okay. I wanted to get, there's one like this that's like Halloween themed. Okay. I guess I gotta go around the corner here.
Why does she not know the sense of urgency?
It's so funny because it's like you can't.
I would power walk at least. She's walking about as fast as everybody that walks in front of me on my way to work.
Huh.
And I don't know why everybody all got the same idea to walk the slowest they could. You ever find that as a thing?
I
When you're
do.
in the biggest hurry, everybody is on their phone in front of you?
That's.
Or like, I don't want to disparage people with like bad hips or backs or whatever, but sometimes you take up the whole stairway walking down the stairs.
It's true. I hate disabled people.
And you make me feel like an asshole for pushing you down. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. I'm very patient. Honestly, I will never run for a train. I would rather be late. Because one is cool and one is lame, and I'll let you guess which one's which.
It's so funny. I have to go back and get all the equipment.
Oh my god, you can't take, you have to take multiple
Yeah, you gotta-
shifts.
you
Has
gotta-
you never heard of that one dude thing where you have to take like all of the bags in one go?
One trip. There's a really funny. I can't remember. I don't know why.
I don't know why everyone says that's a dude thing. I thought that was a human experience.
I feel like it's a. I feel like it's a
men are
woman
cool.
thing.
I feel like
because the moms are always the one doing it. There's a funny.
I mean,
Straight up. There's a funny Chris Fleming bit about that in his Gale Waters series, where he's like, I get all my groceries on one trip, no exception.
how else would you do it?
How else would you do it?
I mean, I don't have a car. I have to.
You have to.
I can't buy more than what I can carry.
Straight up.
I also can't eat more than I can carry.
How often do you use Pepe?
Not that often, because I don't eat enough food that isn't pretzels to warrant any sort of digestion aid,
Right.
because pretzels have no bacteria, so I never get food poisoning.
Yeah.
One of the main pluses of eating a pretzel only diet.
Wow, this is a cool house.
No, it's not. Don't fucking lie. This is
What are you
a
waiting around
decrepit
for?
house.
Turn on those lights and let's get rolling.
The power's out.
We'll turn it back on.
I don't know how.
Figure something out.
Of course he would
Of
say
course.
that. Look
Of
at
course.
him.
Okay, so
What
we
a little
gotta.
bit. What
now-
a little incel motherfucker. Smoking indoors.
Smoking indoors.
You're not cool for doing that. I did that in college, and I wasn't cool back then. I'm cool now, and guess what I don't do? Smoke indoors.
Straight up.
Even when there's... Well, even when the house is falling apart.
100,000%.
Thank you. I would never smoke in that house.
Oh, cool. It's locked up. Shit.
Harry Potter's in there. He's changing.
See, it seemed to allude that the fuse was in the basement, but
No, it's upstairs.
I think it's probably upstairs.
Because you were already in the basement. And there...
God, it's so dark. It's locked. Oh shit, this one's not locked.
This is...
This is the story of a girl who couldn't ever enjoy the world.
Let's just do karaoke for the rest
This
of the
is
night.
Oh my god. I have a feeling tonight will be a night of debauchery.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
It's really funny. Like I feel like the one I've been doing a lot is When You Were Young by the Killers. That's like a big crowd pleaser. I try to kind of see like, this sounds like really extra, but I kind of try to see like who the age group. Like if they're like a bunch of 30-year-olds.
Okay, Gen Z. What's
yeah.
your...
If it's Gen Z,
like
I don't even know the shit that they're into.
Chaperone.
Chaperone, but I don't know. I don't know those songs.
No.
They
me
like
neither.
Gen Z likes Creed too because they get the meme.
Well, what's not to love it? I think Creed will work for any age group.
Yeah, Creed's like
Creed is
it's pretty
timeless.
safe. It's a pretty safe bet.
Shout out to Bren if he's still on here. I don't think he is. I hope not, because this isn't. I mean, we've been riveting. But when my sister was here, we did Hinder, and that was maybe the best
Oh, yeah, that's a good
karaoke
one.
moment of my life, because I do love that song.
That's fucking awesome. Okay, so fucking fuse is not here. Okay. So
I always wish that I had enough balls to do 1 Week by the Bare Naked Ladies, because I
Dude.
learned that.
you should do it. What's stopping?
I'm a little embarrassed.
I get
Because
that,
what if
but
I mess it up in front of all of my friends that I respect?
The truth of the matter is they don't even know.
They
don't even
wouldn't.
notice.
Oh, go down the hall.
Mm.
I think that, okay, so my big issue with this game is there has to be, like, you probably have an axe.
Right.
What's stopping you?
Straight up.
This house is falling apart. Your friend is already smoking in here,
Mhm.
which is disgusting. What's stopping you from breaking down a door or two?
Straight up. Good question.
What, you have to wait until every single door is unlocked to go through it? I don't think that would be my first instinct would not be like, let's find the key.
Right.
It would be like, probably like, this key is lost. I'm not gonna find the fucking key.
We got the fuse, baby.
That's what they look like. But I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna find the key in this house. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, I have to find a way to bust
Yeah.
this door
yeah.
open.
You'd be more intuitive about it.
Yeah, and I mean, she's a babe, so what can we say?
I got the pencil, baby.
Nice.
Now I can put it in my butt or whatever I want to do with
That's
it.
what girls love to do.
I've heard that. You know, I've heard that
On the TikTok.
on TikTok they like to just put stuff in their butt.
That is a challenge.
Straight
a
up.
prank challenge. Who can put this pencil up their butt?
Oh shit! There's something behind this cabinet. Okay, so I got the fuse, so now I gotta go downstairs.
Do you have to get your strong friends to help you move the cabinet?
I have to get my cock-equipped friends. Oh
I
shit!
understand. Oh.
Did you see that?
I did see that.
Whoa, that was pretty fucking scary. I'm not gonna
unfortunate.
lie. Whoa.
Well, you're going towards it.
I'm curious. Well, maybe that was a bad idea. Oh, it's locked.
Yeah.
Okay, so holy shit, that actually honestly scared the shit
That
out
was
of
a
me.
little frightening.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah.
So this game is supposed to be a little frightening.
Yeah, it's like it's this genre of games that I feel like has been around for a while, but I feel like it's kind of a popular like horror thing. Is this a door? Oh shit. Oh, that's the fucking front door. Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Awesome. Now it's gonna be locked. So you can't go back in and you lose the game. Okay,
Okay.
so without knowing that the evil guy is probably a bunny, what kind of evil guy do you think it's probably gonna be?
I think it would probably just be some kind of
Like a dog.
supernatural. I mean, I'm assuming it's just like a human person.
Like a ghost dog.
Ghost dog. Could be a ghost dog.
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking consider that. I
Like
didn't
a
even consider
ghost
that.
dog clown.
I didn't even
What's the
fucking-
scariest thing you can think of?
Scariest thing I can think of.
Don't say ghost dog clown.
Scariest thing I can think of
That was mine.
is women in power. I'm kidding. No.
Watch out, baby, because I'm coming. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I think
Kamala
this.
and I are gonna
Yeah.
beat your ass.
Throw my ass in jail for weed.
I'm already thinking about it. I'm polling for it.
That was a good pun.
Thank you. No, I would never put your ass in jail for being a little bitch.
I love how look. It's like, wait, I think the fuse is missing. Do I have to like use?
No shit.
Wait. Okay.
That's why we got the fuse.
Okay. What do I
Oh,
do?
it's cute. It's like in a VHS kind of
Yeah.
theme.
That's cool.
That makes sense why it looks so shitty.
Okay, so I
Sorry,
got
just
the
kidding.
fuse, and now I have to fucking put it in, but they're not letting me put it in.
Well, it's a
so-
woman. You have to go get the man.
That's true.
You have to get the fat, ugly man. He probably knows. He went to a trade school, I bet.
Straight up.
All men who went to trade school smoke inside decrepit houses, and you can quote me on that.
100,000%. Whoa, it's dark in here. I cannot see
Do you have
anything.
a flashlight? Use the fuse.
The fuse, it wouldn't let me use it. It was just like, fuse box.
You
Wait.
don't know how to use one of those.
Oh
Well,
my
do you
God.
know how to use a fuse?
In
Sam,
real
because
life?
maybe you need to know.
I think that's probably true.
I don't either. Because I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
One day I'll stop. I'll stop playing this stereotype, but I do have to learn fuses before.
I'm gonna try.
I went to plumbing school.
Okay, now I guess I gotta just.
Give me some pipe and I know what to do.
Straight
And that's
up.
what she said.
Wait, you actually went to plumbing school?
I have a plumbing certificate.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's like useful as shit.
It is, although less useful than you'd think because I did spend like half of a year learning math. Like measurements of pipe and how to use how to measure a certain amount of pipe for the certain fitting you have.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was an apprentice plumber, the guy was like, "Why are you doing all
Get the
this?"
power
I'm just
on. We don't have
eyeballing
all day.
it." We're asking you for help, you. Like, what are you
Every
doing?
second of this.
This is so
It's because
weird.
he doesn't know how to use a fuse either.
Tom,
Oh look.
how to turn the power on?
The power? I don't know anything about that. Maybe look for a fuse box?
Okay, yeah, I knew. Okay, so now
Tom.
Tom told me, so now I can use the fuse box. I bet.
Oh, thank
Thank God. I needed to get
Thank
permission from a
God we
man.
needed. This is such an allegory for the woman experience.
Mm-hmm.
But I do actually have to say that for the most part, my experience doing plumbing school was good. Do you want me to check out the chat? You play the game. I'm going to reply.
Check that shit out.
Don't.
I got you.
Let's see what's going on. Oh my god. Oh, okay, so me and my sister did do Weezer Island in the Sun.
That's amazing. That's a great song.
Did I tell you, okay, the story of that song? So, did you ever watch the movie Aquamarine?
Yeah.
I think Brendan probably has. I feel like Brendan has watched any mermaid-themed show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he watched H2O.
Wait a second, I think.
Brendan says yes, he absolutely has. And so,
So tell me the story.
Wait, so you turned on the dryer?
I got the fuse working.
You're drying a head, a human head. Well, you have to turn off the dryer to open up the door. You don't have to be a genius to know that. So anyway, my little sister, she was like a little kid, like elementary school, maybe, yeah, quite young. And she loved Aquamarine. And there's a scene where the main
That's the
girl,
mermaid one, right? Yeah.
Where she has like a dance with the cute boy, the love interest, where they dance to Island in the Sun.
The power's back up.
Yeah.
No shit. And I'm trying to tell a story, Gary. And so when I was little, I was probably in like middle school. She was a little kid. I would have to reenact this scene where I would be on my knees. I'd put shoes on my knees, and I would put Mr. Potato Head lips in my mouth. And she and I would dance to Island in the Sun, and then she would do the same exact thing in the movie where she would, I think she like kissed me, but with the potato lips, so
Right.
it wasn't
gay.
incestual.
Right. Which is the important thing.
Yeah. No. It's worse to kiss your sister than to be gay with your sister. Anyway, and she would run away, and she would like do a little run away, and it was the cutest thing, and we would probably do it like 5 times in a row before I got tired, but she would never get tired.
That's amazing.
And so just the culmination of me trying to get my sister to do cocaine and her rejecting me and then us singing Island in the Sun was a beautiful moment.
What else are they saying in there?
Oh, have we played Silent Hill Remake?
I have not, but it sounds really cool.
Do you have it? You should get it.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Let's see.
Everything set, Tom?
We have to follow what the chat says.
Let's see. Silent Hill, A Christmas Story. Oh shit.
Brendan says that he wants to play New Life is Strange with us.
New Life is Strange? What is that?
What is that, Brendan? What is this on? Is this...
This is PS5.
No, what we're streaming on.
Twitch.
Twitch?
Yeah. And we're streaming to Extremely Live.
Tell me something I don't know. Oh, I did say that Brendan is the most handsome.
Oh shit, Life is
listener.
Strange.
Which is very true, Brendan. Every time someone comes in and is like, "Oh, who's that one coworker with the piercing blue eyes, the most handsome man I've ever seen?" And I say, obviously that's Brendan.
Obviously, it's Brendan.
And he is maybe the most handsome man in the world.
Wow.
And like the gay community
The gay
is so lucky to have Brendan.
While Life is Strange is downloading, I'm going to resume Murder House.
Whoa.
Lighting's ready. The cameras roll.
Wait,
Gary,
is that
I
something
was
that
thinking we
Brendan
could-
can join us?
I think Life is probably.
Pay you to read the
Brendan, will
goddamn
you
script.
join us?
I hate this job.
Well, pull it together.
Brendan has
Ready,
PS5.
everyone?
Perfect.
Perfect. Wait, Brendan, will you join?
As soon as it downloads, it'll give me a little notification.
More commonly known as
once
the
it
Easter
downloads,
Ripper.
I'm gonna go back on the couch so Sam looks less pathetic. But I'm gonna keep an eye out on that chat.
Hell yeah. If you want to, I can turn on the cam so you can
The
stay
mere
over
mention
there.
of his
No,
name
no,
sends
no.
shivers up the spines of parents across
this
the
bitch?
country.
Dana.
His horrible murder spree leaving lives shattered and families ripped apart.
Where
Tonight
was
we'll
she
go
when the
inside
fuse
his
box
vacant
was
home,
broken?
where 11 innocent children spent their final moments in agonizing pain and terror. Untouched since those horrible crimes 8 years ago, some say his spirit still haunts the home till this day. I'm Dana Turner, and this is a News 9 special report. Silenced tears inside the home of serial killer Anthony Smith.
Oh,
Let's take a
we're.
break.
Oh, this is making a lot more sense.
This isn't 60 Minutes, Dana. It's Channel fucking 9. We're out here to win a Pulitzer.
Fine. I'm going to find a place in this gross house to fix my makeup.
Gary, get a life.
Gary, fuck off.
Dana, I have to say,
Mhm.
I've got a soft spot for all the Danas in the world. Dana was my first psychiatrist.
Oh shit.
I know. She saved my life.
How's she doing? Do you know?
I think she's good. I think she's almost at retirement age. Really sweet, very skinny woman.
Okay. So she's got some trauma.
Yeah, but she was hot.
Was?
Is.
Okay.
I haven't seen her in a while. That's why I say was.
Life is strange, baby.
Oh my god. I have to pee though before
Go for
I
it.
get a little too excited and go on this couch.
Powered by Unreal Engine, motherfucker.
Oh, Brennan says I don't think Life is Strange is multiplayer.
It's okay.
Do we have something that is? Something spooky that is?
Yeah, we could play Dead by Daylight with him, probably.
Okay, put it in the chat.
Okay, this is too stressful. I'm gonna I'm gonna revert. I am into Murder House, guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking super into it. I really hope that I didn't lose all my progress right there. Let's see. Yep, I lost all my fucking progress. Cool. Amazing. Okay. So we're gonna play Life is Strange. Or maybe this one. Let me see. What do we got here? Garlic Pre 55. How you doing, boss? Hell yeah. That's me. Okay, do you have Dead by Daylight, my friend?
Did you burp into the microphone? sorry.
I did. Yes, I did.
I had glitter on my nose. So sneaky.
Let me check. My roommate might have downloaded it. Okay.
Yes.
I want to try the sun shit
Okay.
while we wait. Red G Studios, baby. Shit be fictitious, Chad. Don't even worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Crack a little cold one.
La Croix. Ooh, can I have one? Do you have one for me?
Yes, I do.
Hell yeah.
Let me go grab it.
Sorry. Alright, guys. Now that I got rid of the loser, let's play this game. Alright. Shit, he's back.
L3 sprint, baby.
I don't know. This one? Oh. Well, that's not that much faster. But alright.
You got Melisana on the ones and twos over here.
She's good at gaming.
I'm gonna check the chat. Oh shit.
Sorry. Whoopsies. Did I do that?
Uh-oh.
Miss. Oh, I miss you too. Forgive. This is a lot of mixed messaging. I have seen my fair share of abusive relationships. Nice. To know that this is no good. Where am I?
I don't know if there's a real destination.
Okay.
think you
Open
just-
world horror. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, this is cool. Oh yeah, there's light there.
Yeah, I'm assuming you follow the light just like any good death.
L2. That's a left trigger.
Right.
Left button and the right button. Switch between channels. Okay. I think if you hit like X, maybe. I don't know.
Button mashing.
Use the left button or the right button. Switch between channels and the down button to turn the walkie off. So I think that's the directional pad, the D-pad.
That's what I'm doing. Left button or right button.
Down button, turn the
L2.
So L2 is.
But that's...
I think that's this. Wait, do you have
You'd
to?
think that it would work, right?
Here's me trying to mansplain video games. Yeah, I don't know.
Way to go.
They have a cross joint in there, a little marijuana.
That's
Mar-
how you know they're cool. Okay, we're gonna... Maybe I just need to... Oh. Well, there's a dead body.
Oh, you got it. So now.
Alright, chat. All you have to do is push a few buttons at the same time.
My flame her, you. You, my friend, truly are on the cusp of being alive or dead. It did not have to be like this. But, hey, it is what it is, right? Or is this more of a nightmare than a dream? Am I to blame her or you? You, my friend, truly are.
I don't like that. I don't understand what you're saying. It's not that, like, it was intrusive. It was just the fact that he wasn't enunciating, and that bugs the shit out of me.
Straight
That's
up.
when guys don't
Alive or
have...
dead. It did not have to be like this. But, hey, it is what it is, right?
It's like riding this goddamn 6 train all over again. Like, they think... The only thing I hope that, like, MTA does is give voice lessons to their subway drivers, because I cannot hear a single thing they're saying.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
And like, at the end of the the day, wait, which one?
I don't know. There's
That
two
one's pretty
paths.
hot looking.
Whew.
Oh.
Oh.
Not a good sign.
Sorry.
Is this a Canadian game?
Sorry. Do you have dual citizenship in Canada, or is that another friend I have?
They wish.
Oh shit, there's some toys there. Looks like someone could have been masturbating. I wonder if you... I don't think you can grab... I think the only... I think the only stuff you can grab is like highlighted in red.
Yeah. They told me to run though, and I'm trying my best.
That's all you can do in this world. Just try your best. Playground of Dreams. Wow.
What is it that makes children shit so inherently creepy? Is it because Dead Kids is like not great?
Yeah, I think... I feel like it's just in the right context. It's kind of like the liminal space thing. Oh shit, you just did a little slide. Oh, you went down the slide. You can go down the slide.
That's pretty fun.
I think it's like...
Only do it once though.
Oh, that sucks.
No, this isn't a fun and games kind of game.
Right.
This is a serious. Whoa. I really kind of feel like they're kind of pointing me in a direction that I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
Follow the green light. And I'm not a rebel. But I don't. They're not really giving me a lot of options. I'm still in the tutorial.
This is like the... This just takes me back to Minnesota. The sounds are getting scarier.
Is that what Minnesota sounds like?
Yeah. Just like garbled.
It's horrible.
Your parents just like speak like that. Yeah. What's in there?
That's. Well.
You got a trophy earned. VS Forever. I don't know what that is. Oh, probably just going in there got you the trophy.
Well, like. But it's nothing. I don't think we should reward someone for following the green light.
It's like all trophies are just nothing.
This is like being a man, isn't it? Just getting awarded for doing nothing.
Exactly. Straight up. Here, I'm gonna put your mic. Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I was too busy getting enthralled. Well, where the fuck do I go now?
I think you just... I don't
thought I
know.
was doing it right. I thought I was doing exactly what they wanted me to.
I think there's a
Follow
little...
the green light. There's nothing else to do. Unless, do you think we have to listen?
Or is this more of a nightmare than a dream? Am I to blame her or you? You, my friend, truly are on the cusp of being alive or dead.
Okay, hold on. Do you think that we're going to have to understand what this guy is saying for us to get on to the next part of the game?
I don't
Because
think
it's
so.
not gonna fucking happen.
I think if you look up, there's like... Okay, if you... Oh, wow. Wow.
The Northern Lights, you don't see that every day.
Straight up. I think you can go... There's another path. Like, if you turn around, and then you can go up that hill on the left, I think.
Oh.
Methinks. Yeah, I
Is
think...
that not where I came from?
Oh, it
I'm
might...
feeling that's kind of
Okay,
where I
yeah,
came from.
probably it is.
But you're the man.
You never know.
This is already quite frightening.
Yeah, that is where you came from. But I think it's good because you gotta kind of...
I mean, we did check it out and we got that trophy.
That's right.
Maybe up here?
Mmm.
I'm a fucking genius.
Yep.
I'm good at games.
Straight up.
Oh.
Straight up.
Have you ever gotten lost in the woods?
I think, yeah, a couple times. It's pretty terrifying. Yeah, in Minnesota, we would go around in, like, the bluffs, which is just, like, mini mountains. And I've gotten... It's pretty fucking scary.
It's It's so frightening. There was one time I got lost in the woods. I mean, this was like in the mountains, and I had to take a shit on the side of a mountain.
Oh my God.
And I thought I was going to die and be lost forever. And then we walked down the hill and found my friend and her dog.
Thank God.
And we were, I mean,
I thought you were
the
gonna say you
scariest
found your
part-
shit.
The scariest part is the fact that we didn't invite this friend and she was already there, and then we had to make up an excuse.
Oh
that we
my
didn't invite
God.
her,
Oh my
and she
God.
was pretty pissed.
Did you come up with a good one?
No, we were on the spot. I just took a shit. She got me with my pants down.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Okay, what's the chat saying? Is Brendan saying anything? Is Brendan saying that he wants to play with us?
He said he's gonna check
'Cause
if
I'm
his
stuck.
friend downloaded it.
I mean, I'm ready. I'm doing this game.
Brandon.
Brendan, I just want to say how much we love Brendan.
We love you.
One of the best coworkers you're ever gonna have.
Straight up.
Just like a chiller.
Whew.
Someone that you can hand out candy with. Someone you can go to the bar with. Someone that you can talk shit about all your friends and all of the people you do podcasts with. Not that I do. Brendan likes to talk shit about all of the people he does podcasts with.
Ah, what kind of podcast does he do?
None.
Typical man.
Oh, we're getting somewhere.
Whew. This vape is so intense.
Isn't it good? See, that's the thing about Brendan. Brendan told me about that vape. And it's good, isn't it?
It's good.
An effigy.
Mmm.
Warm. The open worldness is anxiety inducing in the fact that I want to be doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, there's a tower. I bet you could climb up there. Press, like, X or something. Oh, no. What about L2? Okay, yeah, I guess you can't.
No. It's just for looking at.
Just for show.
Well, it's not every day you meet a guy that can climb up a ladder.
It's true.
That's why you gotta put that on your dating profile, boys.
Straight up. Oh, there's a little... Oh, cool. There's a little arcade cabinet.
Oh, hell yeah. You can't climb a ladder, but you can play Pac-Man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, or Bunny Toy. My least favorite arcade game.
Rabbits.
Scary Bunny Toy.
Big theme with these horror games is the...
Well, I don't like that.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm pretty scared of
I'm a
this.
little spooked. What are these dolls doing?
They're doing Jesus stuff.
They're doing Jesus stuff. You know how Jesus loved all this kind of stuff.
You know how he do. You know how he do. Almost.
Almost. Uh-huh. Well, not my favorite. Not my idea of a good time with little babies, but we'll move on. What? There's not a lot of plot so far, right? Or am I just not following?
Oh, look, there's a candles.
Oh.
Playable forever.
Is that an advertisement for this game?
Could be.
It's not. I bet there's an ending. Was that bigger on the inside than it was the out? No.
I don't think so. I could. I mean, I suppose it could be.
Where the fuck do I go now? I followed the light. I thought I was doing the right thing.
I hate to be a party pooper, but I am dying.
Are you going to bed?
I'm gonna go to this party.
You're going to a party?
I'm going to the costume thing, that Manolo.
Oh, let's do it. I mean, I'm not going with you. I'm going home.